Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Here we are, ground zero of the unlocking, unleashing of the power of the next level that we speak about so frequently. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is all about getting back to basics. That's right. Tonight we are focusing on the 4 basic tenets upon which this entire program is built. So guys, what do you say? Let's unlock some power using the most basic tools available on the market. That and much more tonight on Explorations. Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing? Namaste. It feels so good to be with you. It's me, Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Gosh dang, guys, it feels good to be with you. Oh my goodness, it made me so sad, as I'd imagine it made many of you very sad last night when I had to postpone our exploration last night. Of course, I did feel sadness, and I felt, a whole host of negative emotions, as I always do when things must be postponed or canceled. However, one feeling that absolutely is not among the negative emotions that I experience when I do that is regret or sorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, if I do that, it must be done. And I am not, nor will I ever be, sorry for anything that I ever do to you. And it's important that we internalize that as much as possible. That will bring up feelings of disappointment among many of you. Maybe you thought that I was like that I always going to be exactly what the thing is, the thing that you need is. And ladies and gentlemen, what a perfect learning example, what a perfect learning opportunity to really confront the reality that I am not that thing in your head that you think you need. No, I am much, much more. I am exactly what you actually need. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not a product of what you believe to be that missing pieces inside of you. I'm not that father to give you a hug. I'm not that brother to give you a pat on the tush. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to give you so much more than a father possibly could, so much more than a brother possibly could, a boyfriend, a friend, a girlfriend, I could be a lesbian. Some of you might think that I'm a lesbian, and that is very understandable. I get that is not the first time that I've received that Leslie, you have such an extreme lesbian energy is a thing that I get most frequently in my local queer community, and I love it because I love lesbians. I love lesbians. Don't get me wrong. Somebody was discussing that earlier in the chat before, and I have nothing. That's not true. I have some negative things to say about lesbians, but I'm fond of lesbians. Don't get me wrong, and don't be careful about getting me started, because I'll talk your ears off. Well, unfortunately, for some of us, our theme tonight is not lesbians. Our theme tonight is the 4 tenets of explorations. Maybe we should do a deep dive on lesbians soon. Maybe we should deep dive on. Maybe we should do a whole big theme on lesbians soon. Namaste. I know some key lesbians in their respective communities that I really think it'd be great to have on the program, and I think that'd be a lot of fun. Well, how are we? Before I get any deeper into the weeds, ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? Talk to me right now. How are we doing? You might have noticed a quick shake-up among our hierarchy. Fran pointed it out, not a moderator anymore. That's true. That's true, ladies and gentlemen. I might be in lesbians with you, says Gi Gula. Namaste. I don't know what that means. Don't know what that means, but I appreciate you. I appreciate your presence here, and a namaste for that contribution. Already guiding our exploration tonight. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I guess first point of order, we're doing great. We're doing fantastic. I hear sound. Namaste. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wonderful. Fran Weard with 200 bits coming in with a communal vision that'll be on the screen momentarily. Twitch does this thing where they delay the certain number of bits. I don't even know why. It's not Sammy. It's got to be Twitch, and I don't really get it. But I love what they're up to over at twitch.tv. If there's an admin watch, I just want you to know I'm on your side. I agree with whatever the shit you think is. Fran Weard, fuck with me now, chat, no cheat codes. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a perfect segue. Now, a couple weeks ago, even before the subathon, it is no secret to me or anybody that's been a part of this program for any amount of time in the most recent past, that this program, this community, is growing at an increasingly fast rate. It is growing faster and faster, month to month, and that has changed certain aspects and certain responsibilities of certain sectors. Let's call them sectors of the program itself. Now, before, we had a moderation team that did everything under the sun. This, that, and the other. They did everything. They would show up to the meetings. They would provide feedback for certain program features. They would provide feedback about how certain tenets of the program are working within the community, et cetera, et cetera. And then there's the other side of moderation. They got to actually moderate. And then they've got the other aspect of moderation, that how we treated it before, where they would help run the show. They'd run infatuations, right? They'd help run infatuations. They'd help run the telethons. They'd help run the this, that, and the other. They were being worked to the bone. Ladies and gentlemen, I took a long, hard look at that, and I said, I appreciate you guys too much. You are too important to the community here for this many talents to be stretched so thin. Yep, I sure do like cats. Coming in for the 5th month. Can you believe it's only been 5 months? Can you believe it's only been 5? Explorer failed parent and settler, or at least almost. I'll bet soon. Please open my mail. No, not going to do that. No. Saving that. We got a bunch of packages coming in. Oh my goodness gracious. Before I get any further, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Toot, toot, all aboard. Let's get excited. Let's get some sexual energy up tonight. Nigel Pennyweather, 9 bits. 11 bits from Nigel Pennyweather. 10 bits from Nigel Pennyweather. 10, 1 bit. And Nindy New says, fuck mail. Namaste to you. Butt Chunder with 250 bits and a message just to say the program works. Namaste to Butt Chunder. Brother Butt Chunder coming in with that heat, with that truth, with that energy to get us started tonight. The program works. Namaste to Butt Chunder. Blessings to you. Namaste. Thanks. So, was that a... Oh, it was a night year request? Holy moly. I kind of figured something was behind that. Cooker Pie gifting 10 community subs. Namaste. 10 community subs from Cooker Pie. Extremely generous of you, hon. Can't thank you enough for that very supportive and very high energy namaste stuff from Cooker Pie tonight. Namaste. That looks like, is that a 10K? Holy gosh dang. I wish this was 10K bits. 10,000 bits from Night Year. Brother Night Year, truly understanding the value of investment in the most powerful personal program in the country. That is not disputable. I will go head to head. We will go head to head with every single personal power program in this country, if not the world, and I will show you how well this program works. With people like Night Year, with people like Cooker Pie, with people like Nigel Pennyweather, with people, yep, I sure do like cats, with people like whoever, like Sean RT8, just saying, it's just a rerun. With that kind of wit on our side, with that kind of humor on our side, ladies and gentlemen, we are showing the world exactly how effective this powerful personal power program is. Namaste. We're just getting started. Namaste. Chromatic Mage with the 25 bits and a really, honestly, pathetic message. And I love it. I love that. I really and genuinely appreciate how really vulnerable of you to do that. Chromatic Mage with a message, notice me. I love that, because it's honest. It's pathetic and it's honest. And ladies and gentlemen, when I say pathetic, do I mean that in a negative way? Yeah, I do. But do I mean that in a negative way as a means by which to further unlock the power and be honest with ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, the power of the next level is honesty. It is reality. It is what it is. You right now, we all stand in the way with the lies, with the fairy tales. That's exactly the kind of stuff that I love to see. Chromatic Mage, just notice me. Oh, what? Ew, off-putting. But why is it off-putting? Ladies and gentlemen, it's off-putting because it is the most human and the most vulnerable and the most human expression. Because that's the subtext, ladies and gentlemen. That's the subtext of every word we say. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the subtext of every little song we sing, word we say, letter we send, every little chat, little message we send. Namaste. Listen, you gotta know how fucking vulnerable and pathetic you are. Disgusting little animals writhing around with a hole inside of your heart that you simply will never fill. Simply will never fill. Always reaching your soft, fat, stubby little arms out for that engorged breast full of warm milk. And there will never be enough milk, and there will never be a large enough breast. And ladies and gentlemen, is this tragic? Yes. Is this pathetic? Yes. But is this the path to the next level? Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear a namaste in chat. Boo Girl, Stone Monster resubbing, New Age, Big Dog Idea Arc. Namaste, beautiful stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we are here. What a gorgeous night we're having already together, huh? Give yourselves a couple namastes in chat right now. Give yourselves some namastes for the absolute, the potency of that Jazz Express. Wow. Sometimes, we can get a little sleepy, right? We've been around the block. We've seen what there is to offer through jazz, and we're like, okay, here we go. Here's another one. But every once in a while, we get one like that really sets us ablaze. A dull flame of really pathetic yearning. And someone should write that song and write that poem or whatever that was. Dull flame of desire. Dull flame of really just pathetic, grovelly yearning that makes you want to punch whoever it is in the face because it's gross, and stop it. Now, that's the kind of stuff. I would learn how to read again if somebody wrote that. If somebody wrote that, I would learn how to read again, and then I would read that. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner, exploring the 4 tenets of explorations. Namaste to you. How are we? So guys, let's get back to business. It's wonderful to be with you. Well, Flying Vita, Vita, you're jumping ahead. You understand the nuance there. You understand the double speak of it. If I was working with you one-on-one, I wouldn't be saying this in quite the same way. What Flying Vita said, you talk about being pathetic like it's a bad thing. Well, this is coming from somebody who understands the value of being pathetic, understands the value of being a degenerate. And that's not an accident, ladies and gentlemen. That has taken years to work up to. Namaste. Namaste. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Elon's waifu. 69 with 500 bits and a period of nothing. And in some ways, the most powerful thing that could be offered through the bit redeems over here to my side. Now I'm going to say, OM Godspeed, Explorer, General Physician. Did not know that. Good for you. Remember when you were quiet for a while? That was crazy. The program really does work, and I will destroy body, mind, and spirit. Anyone who dares to suggest otherwise, namaste. Little cat character. Thank you so much, guys. That was really beautiful. I appreciate you sharing that. I know I got some soldiers. I know I got some soldiers in chat, and when the day comes, we will have to do something, education. Let's just say. Relax, question, express, explore. Arrow. Yeah, okay, whatever. But it's backwards. Oh, I see what's going on. Namaste, pepperoncini. Or no, who is that? Louis _Louis. Louis, thank you so much. You almost got me tripped up. And a quick guided meditation. A guided meditation for pathetic losers with less than 2 tubs. Let's get that going. You're a fat little bug with short, fat little arms. All of your other your bug brothers and sisters, they have survived, radiation. They've survived being in space. They've survived being underwater for years. They call up toilet paper. You are redundant, pointless, and it's not. No one's even thought of you enough to actually, You think about being forgotten when you die, but no one's even had a thought about it. You are not even worth the cutting, the things that might feel like to be cutting. In your position, it might actually be positive to feel physical pain. It would prove to you that you exist when there's nothing, and there's no one that cares about you. Namaste. And that was for the fat, disgusting little bugs that needed that. Namaste to you. Namaste. Thank you so much, Pepperoncini, for that. Ordering that right up for the community. Namaste to you. Now, okay, so let's get back to business, guys. I'll make this not that long. We're going to do mail tomorrow. Now, yep, I shoot it like cats. You did send a package. We did receive it. We're going to get to that tomorrow, though, okay? All right? Don't worry about that. We're going to get to that tomorrow. I do have, but I'm also, because I've got a couple of other things to open as well. It's not just yours. So I figured let's do a big one. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Mail tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Now, did my package arrive? I don't know. I know that there's like 4 things coming to the P.O. box right now. Last time I checked, there was nothing. But I know for a fact something's there because I got an alert. So we're going to be checking that tomorrow. Well, anyway, namaste, ladies and gentlemen. As I was saying before the Jazz Express, a couple things have evolved a little bit here, along with the growth of the community. So I took a look at the moderation team, and as we've got some of the most talented people on Earth, work and as the most doggedly committed people on Earth, really, showing themselves over the course of years in some cases. How important the program is to them and how much, energy, blood, sweat, and tears they're willing to put into this program and maintaining it and evolving it, et cetera, et cetera. So I said, okay, how about we do this? How about we break down the team a little bit and create some pockets of focus, right? Some pockets of focus. So what we did is I took a poll with the moderation team, and we've created 2 teams. You'll notice this on the Discord server as well. We've got the moderators, names that you recognize. They've been the moderators for a while, and they will continue to be our moderators. So, guys, listen, if going into the future you're having a problem, you want to appeal something, someone's getting on your case about this, that, or the other, I welcome you to go to one of the moderators on our Twitch channel and Discord server. Go ahead and take your thing to them. They're some of the most helpful and kind people I've ever met in my life. But we've also created a separate team the production team. Now, this is what the mods used to do all of this stuff. The mods did all of this stuff. So we also have the production team. Now they're coming to the meetings. They're talking, giving me feedback on certain aspects of the program and the tenets and the behavior of you all guys. We're really getting into the weeds. They've got their eyes on you, and they make the programs work in the behind the scenes, infatuations, meditations, etc. So if you're wondering exactly what the source of that shakeup is, there it is. We got moderators modding and the producers producing. If you have any questions, write them on a piece of paper and just kind of burn them, throw them away. I don't want to hear about them. That's just the way it is now. Cosmic Video cheering a single bit. Namaste. Thank you so much. Fisk also 5 bits. Really appreciate that. That's not sneaking by me. That's not sneaking by me. Pepper and Genie with 200 bits. Can't wait to get this communal vision. Thank you so much for your perspective. I'm sure it's really going to enrich everything for us tonight. Namaste. Let's go ahead and jump right into that as soon as it gets on the screen. But yeah, that's our main order of business. Other orders of business, per usual. Can an explorer please reach out to Larry Picklejar and let him know that Framweard has been cut off at the knees? It's time for him to return. Namaste. So guys, I'm sure you all remember. You remember the wound, the very ugly wounds torn asunder here in open plain sight a couple of months ago at this point, I think. And Larry Picklejar left us. Larry Picklejar left us in June. But hopefully, he can find these conditions to be more, what's the word? Agreeable. Namaste. Nindy knew there is also a secret third crew. Well, it's not a secret anymore now, dumbass. Nindy knew more like nincompoop. Seriously though, that was a secret. That was pointless to talk about. So, moving on. Guys, order of business next up. P.O. Box. I love getting stuff from you guys. We're gonna do a big mail day tomorrow. Definitely got Yep, I Sure Do Like Cats package, which is exciting. But write to me. Send me anything. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. You guys, write to that. Send me a package. Send me a little envelope. Send me a postcard. Any damn ass thing under the sun. Sociopathogen sent me a damn brick. If you could believe that. He stuck a shipping sticker on a brick. The first official brick of the compound. Let that be known. But, that just goes to show that the innovation that we produce as a community within this program knows no bounds. Namaste. Namaste. All right, so that's that order of business. Other order of business, we're going to get a little more details about this, but you guys know what's up. I have my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Like, if you're looking, just to make it short, if you're looking for some real core materials, if you're looking for some music downloads, you're looking for a monthly postcard, you're looking through, if you're looking for the really special materials and looking to enter my inner circle, then I can't recommend enough the community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. Go ahead and click that link I just dropped into the chat for further details. Namaste to you. And in the meantime, though, guys, what do you say we open up this freaking line, huh? What do you say we open up this line? Enough of the jibber jabber. Enough of the nonsense from me. So, guys, like I owe him Godspeed. Oh my goodness gracious, PNAS.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer OM Godspeed to issue a psychic emergency. Tier 400, this is a warning to anyone WHO would dare to send the Guru any dangerous or hazardous materials in a pathetic attempt to cause harm. For example, EUERH, if your little breath bags have tuberculosis inside, deliberately, to infect the Guru with disease, you will be on fool's notice. Michaela, if you sent a bunch of mean scorpions that try to sting the Guru with their poison tails, fool's notice. Other mail deliveries with spikes, cursed amulets, etc., fool's notice. Only warning, repeat, Tier 400, this is a warning to anyone WHO would dare to send the Guru any dangerous or hazardous materials in a pathetic attempt to cause harm. For example, PUERH, if your little breath bags have tuberculosis inside, deliberately, to infect the guru with disease, you will be on fool's notice. Michaela, if you sent a bunch of mean scorpions that try to sting the guru with their poison tails, fool's notice. Other mail deliveries with spikes, cursed amulets, etc., fool's notice. Only warning, we now continue with your normal broadcast.
Beautiful. Thanks so much for that warning, Godspeed. I appreciate that. That bears repeating every once in a while, so I appreciate you bringing that up. Thanks so much. Appreciate that, Godspeed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are talking about, like I said, the 4 tenets. We're getting back to basics. I'm going to be opening up the line in just a moment to revisit the basic 4 tenets, that which this entire program is built. That which this entire program is built. Now, the reason, ladies and gentlemen, that this program works, and the reason that so many people say that phrase, the program works, is simply because it does. It works for so many people. Now, one of the main reasons for this is how, and I don't use this word lightly, universal the program is. How every person who can string a sentence together and stay awake for a little bit can stand to benefit from this program, can move to unlock and unleash their power of the next level that we speak about so frequently. Now, why is it universal? Very good question. I'm sure that's a question that's floating around in many of your heads. Okay, it's one thing to say it, but what does that mean? Why is it universal? Talk to me about that. Make your case, Leslie, gladly. Ladies and gentlemen, this entire program is built upon not 10 commandments, not a book of 4 agreements, not 48 laws of power. Not things like this. Ladies and gentlemen, it is built on 4 basic tenets. I'm going to tell you exactly what those tenets are right now. Join me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that have been here for a while know what I'm about to say, but please, I need you to sit tight and call up tonight, because we're going to be revisiting some stuff, and it's going to absolutely blow your mind. You might think that you have mastered the tenets, but we are about to learn something. Relax. Now, ladies and gentlemen, especially the newcomers, listen up. The relaxing is the first tenet. Now, that must mean it's pretty important, right? Absolutely. And so relaxing here in an exploratory sense, it doesn't mean lighting a nice little candle, doesn't mean getting a massage. It means something bad. It should hurt. To put it simply, if it feels bad, you're relaxing. If it doesn't feel bad, you're not relaxing. I know that's kind of the opposite of what's discussed out of here. Who is jumping the gun on this? Kel the Ruiner, knock it off. Knock it off for me. Thank you. Okay, so back to the second. So guys, relaxing, we're talking about something that feels bad. So after relaxing, though, you're going to be filled with thoughts, feelings, emotions. And before we say a word, before we put pen to paper, before we pick up that phone, before we pick up that guitar or paintbrush, it's important to question every single thing that floods our mind and heart. Ladies and gentlemen, leave no stone unturned. We question to destroy. We do not question to refine. We do not question to hide behind that which can be described as truth. We question to destroy anything that can be questioned. Who is going just fucking nuts with the buttons right now? Not the time. Not the time. Mindy knew. You know better than that. Who else did that? Yeah, we're still in question. Kel. Ilan, you're in sustain? Ilan's waifu. Listen, I know you're excited to be here, hon, but that's not even fucking close. That's not even one of the 4. Just sit tight, all right? We'll get you. We'll get you covered. Okay. Anyway, so to go back and finish question, we question to destroy, all right? We question to destroy anything that can be destroyed. And this is a very, very powerful tool. Relax, my least favorite step, my least favorite tenet. Questioning, the most powerful tenet. Butt chunder, time out butt chunder, please. Please, somebody time out butt chunder. I'm dead serious. Time out butt chunder, please. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not even close to sorry. Yeah, the line's not open yet. Thank you, Namish. Appreciate that. Okay, so anyway, so after you question, we're going to be expressing. So yeah, once you've found that something, once you've found that truth of self, that truth of the world, that truth of the other, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to open up that claptrap and let that voice sing. It's time to express yourself, much like this eagle spreads its wings to express itself. It must express itself in order to feed its young, make love, and you all are the same. Now, this is my favorite, but by far the most pointless step of the program, and that's the point. Once you find yourself exhausted at the end of a long row, frayed, and looking down at your soft spiritual penis, then that is when, ladies and gentlemen, that is not when it's time to go back to question. Kel, time out Kel. Somebody, time out Kel, please. Time out Kel. Thank you. That is when it's time to explore, ladies and gentlemen. Once you found yourself finding the pointlessness of the self, the pointlessness of expressing it, and pointlessness of communing with the other, ladies and gentlemen, that's when you're exploring. You've truly reached the utmost level of the program and unlocked a natural ancient power coursing through your veins, a power that scientists and spiritual leaders have known about for millennia. And it's not that, it's here, part of this program. It's free to watch, free to get call, free to use the buttons. Namaste to you. I couldn't make this program any better if I tried. Namaste. So guys, those are the 4 tenets. So if you're looking to see exactly what we're getting into tonight, exactly the framework through which we'll be viewing each call tonight, that is it. I just gave you the 4 tenets. We'll be revisiting it through as many contexts as there are calls all evening. Beautiful night ahead of us. Let's get to work. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
Yeah, Leslie, this is Toaster.
Toaster?
How y'all doing, Leslie? It's Shrimp Toaster over here. I've been shrimping lately. I hope it's all good.
Yeah, that's fine. So you're back on the boat?
Back on the boat, back in action. Got a lot of fun shrimp boat stories for you with me and the boys. We were roughhousing a little bit. But missed you, Leslie. How you doing over there?
I'm doing great over here, Toaster. It's great to hear your voice. Now you're back on top. You're the first caller of the evening. I'm not sure if you knew that.
Oh, I got that first call of the day?
Yes, you did, Toaster. Yes, you did.
I didn't even know. I wasn't even going for that. Holy smokes, that's something else, Leslie.
I know, right?
All right.
Something else is. Yeah. So you're back on top. So you're.
So what do we do now? What do we do now that I got the first call? What's the next step?
I mean,
I never done this before. I ain't never got no first call before. So what's next?
It's beautiful. Well, normally, you've been terminated by Family Yard. Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
It's Michaela. That was weird. That really messed me up. I did a show with Toaster. That is not Toaster.
Well, that's Toaster. Toaster's still figuring out who Toaster is. I think ultimately.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah, but that is a different tone from Toaster, huh? How did that feel? Somebody close to you just changing very quickly all of a sudden. How do you feel right now?
Well, you kind of changed a bit. You didn't talk for a while, and then now you're talking again, and that's weird.
Yeah, yeah, but I told you exactly what I was going to do and why. I made a little trailer video for it. I don't know if you saw that.
I'm just saying it's strange. I'm just saying it's odd. It was strange.
Yeah, but I didn't change the person. I did a task.
How did you like listening to me talk to you?
Oh, you know, I think it was interesting. It was interesting. It was a cougar pie with a communal vision. I'm sure this is going to be very enriching and wonderful. I appreciate that, cougar pie. It was interesting to listen to you talk because I couldn't say anything, as you know, and it really it was a roller coaster of emotions on my end.
Yeah, did you like when I called in and told you that I didn't get into nursing school?
I literally did. I enjoyed that call. It made me laugh quite a bit. Cougar pie, Michaela, talk about that adult group guy.
Oh, yeah, there was a guy that I thought was cute at young adult Bible study tonight, and he used to work at a zoo.
He used to work at what?
A zoo.
A zoo. Interesting. So a former zookeeper into the Bible, and what's of note about this guy? What's going on?
He had like long hair and a beard and a bandana, and I don't know. He looked like he could have been like a gay man, which would track for me for guys that are like.
Would detract or attract you to him?
No, I tend to go for those men.
You tend to go for gayer looking men, or?
Yeah.
Oh, so you like the softer boys?
Sometimes. Only
Okay.
sometimes.
Fluxstorm Zero, how much did you enjoy the part when people called in to inquire on their status in your favor?
It made me feel warm. I don't know what status specifically he's referring to, though.
Part when people called in to inquire on their status in your favor. I don't honestly understand the question. Well, okay. So you like this, okay. So you like this. Sometimes you like the softer boys, the more sensitive. Do you like the more sensitivity, the heightened sensitivity of these boys?
I do, but less so than I used to, because I've been exposed to a number of that archetype, and I've realized a lot of it's like fake or like kind of a lot to deal with.
Right. That was one of my immediate thoughts when, it's a lot of, modern castrated young men like that. They it's like the way possums act like they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
It's that kind of thing. And who knows what's going on under the hood. Sometimes it's nasty, right? Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
It's nasty.
Yeah, I've met some nasty dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Nasty.
I'll bet you have. Well, Michaela, listen. So yeah, let's. I want to go back to that call you made. You talked to me about not getting into nursing school. So I told you, listen. I told you the first time you called in, this nursing school stuff is bad news, right? Didn't I say that?
Yeah. And then I lied and I told you I wasn't doing it.
And then you lied, said you weren't doing it. You put on a little dance for us, but then during the subathon, completely unprompted, middle of nowhere, middle of the afternoon, no one was calling. Just we get a little ring, ring, ring. It's Michaela. She's sobbing, real tears, actually sobbing for real, and eventually just kind of explains this very funny situation in which she fucked up her life by like turning in a test that had expired by a single day, and then she was sobbing because of it. And
it was not expired when I applied.
Communal vision from Pepperoncini, my perfect Christian boyfriend from Texas, is steady like the sunrise over wide open fields. He loves God first, and because of that, he loves me and our children with a strength that never falters. His big, strong arms are safety and comfort, lifting our kids with joy or holding me close when I'm weary. He works hard, prays harder, and teaches kindness, grit, and faith. With him, our family feels rooted, cherished, and forever carried by the strength of his arms and his heart. And quick, we got a psychic emergency before you react to the pepperoncini perspective.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Fluxstorm 0 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400, I would like to clarify the misunderstanding due to my vague wording in my previous communal vision. I was attempting to ask how you, Leslie, felt when the caller, and others, called in to ask what rank they were in your list of favorite explorers. Apologies for the confusion as it was unintended. In the future I will dumb my words. Namaste. Repeat. Cheer 400, I would like to clarify the misunderstanding due to my vague wording in my previous communal vision. I was attempting to ask how you, Leslie, felt when the caller, and others, called in to ask what rank they were in your list of favorite explorers. Apologies for the confusion as it was unintended. In the future I will dumb my words. Namaste. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste. Well, you know, the whole thing would have been cleared up. Fluxorb, the whole thing would have been cleared up if I knew you were talking about me or Michaela. But yeah, please, if you dumb it down, soften those edges for me, whatever you got to do, because that didn't make a damn thing a little bit of sense to me. But blessings to you. I really appreciate that, Flux. Now, Michaela, did you have a response to Pepperoncini's message about this Texan man?
You know, the things that Sheen says are very poignant because a lot of the time they're not even trying to be mean. They're funny because they're insulting because of how accurate they can be sometimes. Because I don't disagree with what he said, but it's a little exposing to hear a sentence like that said from a man who continually makes fun of you.
I know, but ultimately it's kind of affectionate, right?
It is, and you want to know something?
Huh.
You want to know something?
Talk to
the
me.
moment that I called in and said that I didn't make it into nursing school, Sheen sincerely went into Toaster's Discord and said, "Hey guys, we all need to be supportive to Michaela right now."
Oh, really? That's not what I did.
No, you laughed. I couldn't tell what your reaction was.
No, I started crying that I was laughing so hard. There was just something about your voice, Michaela, that there was such calamity in your voice. And it was so genuine. And it really just, it tickled me very. I thank you for that call.
I'm genuinely glad it made you laugh.
It did. It did. And and I thought that was a little perfect example of how effective this program can be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, okay, so listen, I think that was a perfect you know the 4 tenets, right? Of the program?
Question, relax, explore, and express.
Yes, a little out of order, but yeah, basically those are the 4. So it just off the top of your head, if you were to point out which of the 4 tenets you used during that call, those couple calls that you made, what would you say? What would you say you accomplished and you really embodied in those moments?
Well, I did the one that I tend to do almost all of the time, which is express.
Right. You definitely expressed yourself, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that expressing yourself, I would say, allowed you to question and relax both at the same time. Because
yeah, it was relaxing to cry.
It was relaxing to cry. Relaxed into what? Into the sort of the tragedy of your adult life, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it also allowed you to, after that crying, you were able to, you expressed and you were able to question, right? You were able to question, is my life really this bad? Yes. And then there was a sort of an emotional acceptance to that a little bit. And you started laughing. You called up and you laughed right afterward, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
I utilized all 4 tenets.
Michaela, you're a very powerful explorer. And a lot of people like to take the piss out of you, and it's as entertaining as it is, and as much as I appreciate that, you got a lot of gumption. You got a little what's the word? You're very resilient in an exploratory sense.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Communal vision, real quick, from Pepper and Cheney. His perfect wife is a woman rooted in faith, her heart shining brighter than the Texan sun. She's the kind of mama who makes the kids feel loved with every hug, every prayer, every warm supper waiting on the table. She stands beside him in church on Sunday, singing the hymns with a voice full of grace. Then cheers for the kids at Friday night football like it's the biggest game on earth. She's gentle but strong, the glue of the family, always steady, always loving. Any final comments on that before we move on?
Well, someone asked me today if I had kids, and I was really taken aback because I forgot that I am capable of actually bearing children.
Wait, say it again?
Somebody asked me today if I have any children, and I felt like really taken aback by the question because
Sure.
I forgot that I, in this present moment, am physically capable of having a child.
Oh, yeah, for a while now.
Yeah, and it's just disarming because I feel when you're still living in your childhood bedroom.
Those are two like overlapping realities, right?
Yeah, it's sort of like wearing your childhood clothes, and they're way too small and they're tight, but you'd rather wear them than be naked. So
well, let's get into that. Let's get into nakedness next time you call up, because I think that's going to be interesting. That's going to be something there. Also, yeah, I mean, if another realization too, like if somebody knocked you up, it wouldn't even know. I mean, there's no like, oh my God, right? There's no like, oh God, what are we going to do? You're a full ass adult.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it'll be tough just because it'll be harder to move out. But, yeah, no, it's not like I'm in high school. I'll just have to be a parent.
Right. Well, let's work together and make some baby steps. Maybe we can get you a kid by the end of the year.
Oh, geez. Okay.
All right. Namaste.
Whatever.
708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Explorations with Leslie Tanner. We're discussing the 4 tenets of the program. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
Elon's waifu, 69.
Elon's, you say waifu? You don't say waifu?
I like waifu.
Waifu, you like waifu. Okay, so Elon's waifu, 69. Namaste. Did you call over the subathon, or is this your first call?
This is my first call.
Guys, so we get some namaste going in the chat. Namaste's in chat for Elon's waifu.
Oh my God.
Namaste to you.
So
Namaste.
Nice.
Yeah, how are you doing tonight?
Thank you. I'm okay. I took a nap, and now I'm awake.
Mm-hmm.
Puffing on some marijuana.
Sweet.
I'm watching my cat, and I'm just hanging out. I'm just...
Beautiful.
I don't know.
That's
Actually,
wonderful.
I was listening to Michaela. How old do you think Michaela is?
26 or maybe 27.
Oh, Michaela, you have so much time. You're going to have so many children, Michaela.
Real quick, we've got a communal vision coming in from Adjunctions 2. Namaste. Thank you so much for this beautiful perspective. Philistines, all of you. You've never studied the great works of literature at Stanford. You've never sipped the finest matcha from the gardens of Kyoto. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's nice.
So Elon's waifu, listen, tonight we're getting into the 4 tenets. Now, you're one of the, you recently, actually, let's back up a little bit. How the heck did you find us here? How'd you stumble on this little community of ours?
I don't know. This must have needed to happen because then you were there, so I saw you and I
Yeah.
hopped in, and then it just happened, you know?
100%. It's funny how that happens, right? I never believe. I simply do not. I refuse to believe in coincidences, especially when it comes to something like this. I just don't.
It's called a synchronicity.
Absolutely. I love that word. Synchronicity. Synchronize. The universe synchronizing with itself. Bringing
Actually, you
about
want to hear
that
a funny
which
story?
can be. What?
You want to hear a funny story about synchronicity?
I would love to hear a funny story. Go ahead.
So this is not supposed to be sad.
Okay, is this
be
funny like haha funny or funny like peculiar?
No, this is like legit, like the universe working.
Okay.
So my mom died a few years ago.
Okay.
And all
So is that
wanted,
funny?
I mean, it needed to happen for this story to happen.
So it's partly funny that your mom died.
Well, I don't know, Leslie, if you say
listen,
so.
listen. If it's not funny, I know most people would say no to that, and there was a pause for you. So let's leave it blank. I've got my predictions. Let's continue the story though.
All right. So because she's not alive anymore, all I wanted was this watch by Tissot that her dad had given her when she had graduated high school.
Okay.
So I bought like a few of them because my dad couldn't find hers. And then 3 years after my mom had passed, on her death anniversary day, I woke up and the UPS guy had come and he had delivered me a leather watch roll from the Tissot company saying, "Thank you for being a loyal customer. We really value you." And I thought, that's so weird. I feel like my mom sent me that, right?
Yeah, it's so interesting that these paranormal forces, no one truly understands them.
How did it get there on that day, Leslie?
How? That's a good
why that exact item?
I think you're asking the exact right question, Elon's Waifu. I think you're asking the exact right question. Now, have you looked into this stuff before? Have you looked into this paranormal stuff like this?
No, but that's what got me into it. So now, so now I'm like super into UFOs being like angels, and I believe in that.
The UFOs and the angels and the do you believe it? What kind of aliens do you believe in this? What do you think about all this UFO business that's happening? In the past couple of years,
in Congress.
Yeah, right. There's all these leaks and all these whistleblowers.
Well, they have some new witnesses that are supposed to be coming forward now. Ones that we haven't heard from yet. There's one that's coming forward that apparently saw like a red spaceship that no one's talked about yet, and these are like Army guys, so I think they're supposed to testify soon, so I don't know. We'll see. I think it's all bullshit. I think we're never going to find out the truth. I think the only person who knows the truth is Elon, because he's an alien.
Interesting. So that's your main theory is Elon's an alien? Real quick communal vision from Framweard. Poor wants to fuck a alien. Any response to that, Elon's Waifu?
Yeah, I think he's the hottest alien, honestly.
Elon?
He would just unzip and be full fucking lizard. And I've read a lot of sci-fi books. These lizard people that apparently live under, like in the core of our planet.
Yeah.
They have 2 penises.
So you're getting double penned by a lizard person in your mind?
By Lizard Elon, I guess. Yeah.
Lizard Elon. So wait. So when you say Elon's the hottest alien, do you mean like his like human form is hot, or do you mean the lizard form is hot, or both?
Like his soul form, like his spirit, like his base form.
Yeah.
So
is the human form the thing that makes him act like he does, or is he like? Is it we call him autistic because he's really an alien with 2 dicks?
Yeah, that's exactly why. We just don't know that that's what an alien with 2 dicks acts like. He acts like that.
Right. I see where you're going. That's
I
that's
mean,
nice.
wouldn't you be that cocky if you had 2 dicks?
Yeah, that's good. You know, I've never thought about that. That's what, can I take a moment? Can you give me a moment, please?
He has so many kids.
Okay, just one moment. I got to think about this. Okay.
Dicks don't work.
Just you got to be quiet so I can think about it. Okay. Yeah, I would be a little more confident if I had 2 penises. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm extremely confident now, but I just imagined like a second penis, you know, like kind of near where my penis is now, and there was, you know, I love being a man. I love, you know, being such a physical presence, and imagining my physical presence, you know, driven by a second penis made me very, you know, I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's nice. It's
nice.
Like, I think it's I mean, obviously it's nice for pleasure, but I think it's really by design. They want lizards to impregnate, like, very easily. It's all about, like, making hybrids.
Beautiful. Okay.
And then getting back to Mars.
Well, listen, I think I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you the Straight Talk Express. I think you embodied tonight very well. Now you're newer to the program, so do you remember the 4 tenets by any chance, just off the top of your head? Because I can go through them again right now for you.
Explore.
That's one of them.
Question.
Yep.
Express.
Yep.
Relax.
Yeah, great. Namaste. You got it. Nailed it. Now,
Thank you.
If I were to give you I'm going to give you a B, which is good. A B. I would give you a B on question. You know, you were faced with the paranormal when your mom died, which, as funny as it was, it left some question marks. And answered by the UPS man very recently. The kid who shoved him down a flight of stairs is the founder of XCOM Extraterrestrial Combat. Do you know anything about that?
No. Why would I?
I don't know. Something to think about. I don't know. If you're theory, if you're a big Elon theory guy, then maybe, you know, that might be something to keep around.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I would give you a B on question, but I think, and you're smoking weed, so I don't know if relax is your. How often are you high? Let me ask you that. How often do you get high?
I don't know. It depends. A couple times a day.
Right. So it kind of, there's like a sort of a up and down kind of a sine wave throughout the day, every day.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. I'm not anti-drugs. I'm not asking that to come from any judgmental place at all. Drugs are extremely useful, and they get a really terrible rap, especially with my colleagues in the mental health field.
Oh,
so
no.
You know,
one day I'm gonna take ayahuasca, and I'm gonna find the truth.
Beautiful. Listen. Do it. Okay.
I will.
Yeah, namaste. I think that's beautiful. But listen, if I was going to give you any homework as far as the program is concerned, it would be to, as good as it feels to do drugs, you keep doing those drugs, you keep smoking the weed. But I'm saying, like, after, as it comes down, those moments, that's your octagon, that's your UFC, that's your Roman Coliseum. That right there, when you start to get sober and start just kind of like unmitigated metaphysical reality, how does that feel? Probably doesn't feel good, right?
No.
Exactly. Elon's waifu. That is relaxation. That is your spa day. That Roman Coliseum, that octagon, that discomfort, that displeasure, that I want you to just kind of breathe into those a little bit and come back and tell me how that goes, okay?
All right.
Well, namaste to you. Listen, it's been a really great conversation. Thank you and also first time call. This is your first time calling in. I really appreciate it. This has been a really fun conversation.
Okay, you too.
All right.
Namaste, Leslie.
Namaste,
Friend.
Elon's waifu. Namaste.
Bye.
Bye-bye. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
It's Puar.
Puar, how are you doing, bud?
I'm doing okay.
Puar, can I ask you a question right at the top of the call?
Yeah.
Before we get into the theme, and Lord knows, I'm sure it's going to be a very beautiful call. You bought a print, and with the print comes an NFT. Do you have an account? Do you have like a wallet set up?
No.
Look into it. If it looks like a pain in the ass.
Last time I had a wallet.
What?
The last time I had a wallet was in like 2012 for the Mt. Gox thing with Bitcoin, and I lost my singular Bitcoin.
You lost a single Bitcoin?
It's
like a whole coin?
Bitcoins it was almost, yeah.
So there's a single Bitcoin just sitting there that's yours that you just like kind of forgot the password for?
Well, I mean, it was the big fiasco where the exchange thing, where they stole all the money and disappeared. It's like billions of dollars.
Damn. So wait, so they stole money from you?
I mean, well, yeah, that's where my wallet was.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, don't you worry. Once I get you this NFT, the prices are going to really shoot up, and it's going to change your life.
Yeah, I think this is a good investment.
Yeah, this is a tremendous. So if you get yourself a wallet, and I'll send you the thing, basically.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it tonight.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I've got one ready to send you right now. Okay, so let's go back. Let's look at the theme. So tonight we're getting into the 4 tenets, right, Poor?
Yeah.
So talk to me. You've been around the block. You've seen what this program has to offer. You've thought about the tenets before. Tell me where your mind's at right now. You've listened to a couple calls. What's going on? What's going on in that noggin of yours? Talk to me.
I don't know. I try to tell people about the tenets. I try to explain them. And everybody always comes back to me with like, oh, so question means this? Oh, relaxing should feel bad? Why does it feel good then? And I just can't. It's hard to get it through people's heads that relaxing is bad and questions don't need answers. That, like, I don't know, the rest is fine. But people just don't, they're not receptive if they're not part of the program, I found.
Wow. So you're taking an angle on this that has nothing even to do with necessarily your journey or your understanding or your use of the tenets. You're talking about giving one of these tenets to somebody that's uninitiated and finding yourself, how does it feel? Do they seem hesitant to acknowledge what you're trying to communicate to them?
No, I think generally people are open to it, but they're just too stupid to get it.
Right. Well, yeah, and that's difficult. I can only imagine this is a situation that you find yourself in quite a bit, Poor, because you are a very bright young man.
Thank you, Les.
You are. You're sharp. You're sensitive. You can act normal. You got a lot of stuff going for you that's positive. So you coming up against somebody who's just kind of raging against the limits of their own mind, I can imagine this would be very frustrating for you.
It can be, but I understand. It takes time. It took me almost a year to really dig into the 4 tenets.
Right. Okay. So listen, I listen. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give you a little. I'm gonna give you a little bit of insight. Now, these people, you're telling them about the program, telling them about the tenets, the idea of relaxing, feeling bad, for instance. And they just don't get it. And it's because, and it really is, you're right, it's because they're stupid. But let's take a page, and Michaela, back me up on this. We'll take a page out of our Christian brothers and sisters, right? Now, if somebody believes in that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, and we must get to God through the Son of God, Jesus Christ, who died on the cross for our sins. You know, somebody might get in your face with that and just be like, did you know that Jesus saved you? Did you know that Jesus loves you? Blah, 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 blah. Those people, they're fucking annoying, right?
Yeah. I mean, they can be. I was talking this week, I found some chick tracks, and those are kind of fun, but they're still really threatening.
They're threatening if you take them seriously, and they're stupid if you don't. They're like kind of like, it's like kind of cute and stupid. But listen, but that's not what we want, though. Right? When you want to talk to somebody, you want to talk to them and share something with them from this program, right?
Yeah.
So listen, there is an all too often neglected idea within, modern Christian groups. And that is the idea of bearing witness to Christ. Does that ring a bell, this phrase right here?
What is it?
Bearing witness. Does this sound familiar?
Yeah, no, I grew up in a Christian environment.
Okay, you know exactly what I'm talking about then. You know exactly. So, bearing witness, what's your understanding of that?
It's just, for me, it's just that what's important to them is what they're doing.
Quick affirmation for
and
fellas.
that's the end of
Listen,
it.
you can't buy enough shoes. It's not just for women. Get out there and shop till you drop. Shoes. Go ahead, Poor.
Oh, sorry. There's some Irish music happening. Okay. Bearing witness, it seems it's like the be-all, end-all of like what they want to do. It's like, I did my part. Like, we'd have all these missionaries, I guess, like from our church/school, and they would like give them lots of money to send them off to like a really like secular atheistic nation like Singapore or Sweden, and we would bankroll them to like live there for a few years and witness. But
right.
Who's listening in Sweden or Singapore?
Well, that's a good question. Who is listening? But and I think rather than who, I'd love to kind of change that question a little bit. Who is listening? I would like to sort of ask the question, how are they listening? So this idea of bearing witness, right, is to go sort of show, not tell, in some respect, right?
I suppose.
I mean, that's supposed to be the idea, right?
Yeah, it ought to be.
It ought to be. I mean, and it's the most effective when they do that. When somebody when somebody successfully kind of holds their beliefs of themselves and acts in the spirit of a certain thing or the other, then it's generally their message is a little more effective, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you want to be like them. Something's working for this guy.
Yeah.
That's what I try to do here, at least. It's working for me. You get to try to explain it. I mean, I don't know. You say the program works. They say, does it? It does. And improve.
Right. And then see but you're incentivizing them to ask questions. I think that's beautiful. I think the way you're doing it's beautiful. And I think you are right that a lot of the people you will talk to, they're just simply not going to wrap their minds around it. They're simply not going to wrap their minds around it at all.
No. Big dummies.
Yeah. So listen, I'm going to give you a little bit of something in terms of express. I'm going to harp on the expression tenet of the program, if that's all right. Now, we've been talking on and off over a relatively extended period of time, and I think, in terms of bearing witness to the program, showing not telling, being the underlying idea there, I think you could just really peacock, really express yourself, really show them what this program is doing in your life, and let them ask the questions. Let them come to you But in the meantime, brother, I want to see you. I want to hear about how you're leaving those fucking morons in the dust. Communal vision from Mother Nipplebottom. Is this a piss stream or a Jesus stream? Oh, no pee-pee yet. And we have been talking about Jesus a little bit. So I guess a Jesus stream right now. We could combine it, make it like that one thing, that like sculpture. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
When I heard about that piss Jesus thing, it was like, that's kind of boring. But also, was it boring back? I wasn't of conscious like adulthood at that point, so I have no idea how that hit. When I learned about it in school, I was like, this is dumb. Yep, I shoot it like cats. Here it comes. Yep, I shoot it like cats. Your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples. John 13:35. Also, Pura and I are going to go on some dates for fun.
It's a real date.
When?
We're going on a real date. Cook's going to fly us both out to New Orleans, and we're going to go on a mediated date with our chaperone.
Who's going to mediate it?
The Toaster and Sheen. It's a real plan.
Okay, yeah, Michaela, do it. Michaela, you just gotta do it.
You don't need to ask your parents.
Yeah, don't ask them. Just do this.
Yeah, just go. It's a free plane ticket. It's a free vacation.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. So listen, Poor. I know you're trying to help people, and I know you're trying to explain things to them, but the only thing that can help them is feeling bad, and you peacocking and them feeling worse, like watching you succeed, will be the greatest gift that you could give them.
Yeah, I've seen that work in my life this week. I just got to be the one peacocking.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I'd love to hear stories about this too. If you can ever remember a time that you start peacocking, and I want to hear how this goes.
I'll do it when I get there. I'm getting there. I don't even recognize the guy who called in first. I think in like January was the first time I called. I don't know who that is. Yeah. It took me a while.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's weird, right? We sit here with dead air sometimes. Even people are nervous to call in and speak to me, even though I'm right here.
Yeah, no, yeah. And if you're nervous, anybody, Leslie really leads and he will really just show you the way. There's no wrong way to call in, unless you're maybe like the Junebug guy. The Junebug guy, bit much.
No, I'm gonna say the Go Off Kings have raided us. Namaste to the Raiders. Blessings and namaste to you. Tonight we're going through the 4 Tenets of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. I'm seeing Des pooping, throwing down 300 bits, and asking for guided meditation. So hold on one real quick second before I'm going to get some guided meditation. The rain pitter-patters against the tin roof of your shed. A soft pitter-patter lulls you to a sleep that you resist, because you know this will be the final sleep. You look down at your legs. Bugs and maggots crawling all over. You can feel where they used to be. You kiss your wife's dead body on the lips and sing her favorite song. Who let the dogs out? You barely get it out underneath your tears as the rain pitter-patters you to your final sleep. Namaste to you. Kook or Pie gifting out 10 more community subs. Namaste. Blessings and namaste. How are you guys? Go Off Kings. How was the stream, brothers? How was the stream over there? Frog Stack, Explorer, convicted public masturbator. Did not know that. Namaste, thank you for sharing, and thank you so much for that fourth sub in a row. Namaste to you, Frog Stack. Namaste, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Go off. How was it? How was it? How was it? Talk to me. How was the stream? I got to know what kind of energy, especially we got so much energy flying through our chat right now. We added 444 more people to already a very exciting stream, getting into back to basics here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner. We were in the co-op coop. Now it's time to meditate. Blessings. Ooh, I love that. I love that. All right, so you guys are primed. You primed the pump, so to speak. You primed the pump, as they say. So listen, welcome on in, guys. Come on in. Just to wrap things up with you, I'd love to see you kind of peacock and just kind of walk, like embody, a hard cock in your life, okay?
Yeah, I think you told me that last time. You got a, hard cock in the soul kind of thing.
Yes, exactly. Okay, well, listen, Poor, I really appreciate your call tonight. Really beautiful stuff. Thank you so much.
Namaste.
Namaste, brother. Namaste. Wow. What a great little interaction. Yep, I shoot it like cats. Hey, Leslie, over 300 people are currently watching you right now. In this moment, try not to piss yourself. Don't fuck up. Just don't fuck up or you'll look so stupid, she said. Listen, it's 300. That's where you're mistaken. Yep, I shoot it like cats. Listen, when you've got the most powerful personal power program in the world, you're not speaking to people. Yes, they might be people, but psychologically, you're speaking to livestock. You're speaking to people that have barely begun to use even the smallest percentage of their true power, their true minds. And here I am giving the most effective personal power tools that have ever been conceived on the market to 300 more. Yeah, if I was speaking to 300 people, I might be a little afraid, but it's just 300 cows, 300 pigs, 300
hateful violence is almost always upsetting,
just mewing,
and mass shootings are definitely another
breasts.
one of those times.
Namaste, and thank you so much for that dust poop and pulling that up. I have several public comments about mass shootings in general, and I imagine most of you would find them very brave. So thank you so much. Namaste. What's the... it's gone. It's gone now. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. We are exploring the tenets, ladies and gentlemen, the 4 tenets of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. First and foremost is the most important, but by far my least favorite step of the program, and that is to relax. Ladies and gentlemen, relaxing does not feel good, and nor should it. That's why we do it first. It should be relaxing into reality as it is. And if we are relaxing into reality as we wish it was or find it comfortable to be, then, ladies and gentlemen, that is pointless. That is ruinous. That is violence to you and to the people you care about. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, man, that on-screen thing was crazy. It's Logan the Brogan. I've been trying to message you on Discord for a week now. You have to add me as a friend to message for me to even talk to you. So, it's pending. You said message you like a week ago, I love you, and you're a great I love you guru. But I just want to call in and be like, hey, I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Okay, let's see.
It's pending. It's Logan the Brogan. We're gonna get into the weeds, huh?
Here, I'm gonna. I'll trouble. Listen, I can't troubleshoot on the fly. All right, I'm not a tech wizard, as they say.
No, you're good. I was just trying to call in and be like, hey, you said message you, and I fucking can.
You did. So, you did. Well, I appreciate that, Logan. You did exactly what I asked, and I genuinely appreciate that.
You do have to be a friend, by the way. Sorry.
No, I got you. We're gonna get you squared away because I gotta get you your winnings.
Good
I gotta
vibes
get you your
only.
winnings. Was it a
good vibes or a sickness? They are breast milk to the feeble-minded.
I was drunk that night. I'm sorry.
It was a headshot or a T-shirt? I'm pretty sure. I think it was a headshot.
I think it was a headshot too. Yeah, because I was like, yeah, man, what the fuck's up? Animal facts. Woo. Anyway.
It was a headshot. I think. Yeah. I've got, which are going to be shipping all this out in the next day or two. So, I'll get
you're
that.
Straight, Guru. You're straight.
Well, listen. Let's now that I got you on the phone, though, Logan, let's get into it. Let's get into into tonight, huh?
No.
So, Logan, talk to me. How have you been? How have you been? It's been a while since we talked.
I will be completely honest. I really enjoyed your silent subathon. That was really intuitive, ingenious, honestly, and it made me smile every time. Like, I would just like wake up and be like, I'm gonna tune in for a while. You know, it made my mornings. I was eating breakfast, just like watching you and like watching everybody call in. It was fun. And I like the infatuations that happened. Turn you ran recently. I don't know. You're doing really good stuff. You're kind of on the up and up, and like I just really, makes me do a smile.
Oh, namaste.
You were so drunk and mad at me.
I appreciate all that. Well, I'd like to say a quick hello to Raiders. And then also we've got to Z Christoph's Raiders. Namaste, fellows. Not to interrupt you, Logan, for which I'm not sorry, but also welcome Z Christoph Raiders. Namaste, Z. How was the stream? Talk to me, guys. Talk to me about how the stream was over there. What kind of energy have you given us tonight to work with? Because tonight we're getting to work. We're getting into the 4 tenets of the Explorations program. What makes it so effective and universal? The 4 tenets do. And so I kind of namaste to you as well. Namaste to you as well. Blessings and namaste. Thank you so much for joining us. And Abeha Cubana, namaste to you. Thank you for joining us as well. I saw that follow. Now, Fran Weard with the Communal Vision, you were so drunk and mad at me, it was crazy. Any response to that, Logan?
Yeah, I feel bad. It's the chicken nugget guy. So we were good friends we are still good friends, maybe, I don't know. But I did leave him a message saying, frick you, at like 6 in the morning, so he'd wake up to a notification, you could swipe Discord, like, who notified me? And it would say, frick you, and I felt a little bad about that one, my bad. That's on me. Anyway, Fran, we're cool. We're straight.
He said, don't feel bad, LMAO.
Laugh my ass off.
Exactly. So that's positive. He's feeling good about the situation.
All right, Goober, let's get into the tenets. We're going to explore.
Let's get into the tenets. So you're a real. How did you find us initially, Logan?
Rated by the Everything Now show. Jake's Everything Now show was on your bullshit, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then I followed, and like, I don't know, it's alluring. You have a certain charm to you. You know, it makes you want to drink the Kool-Aid a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean. And listen, I would be. I'd be a liar if I didn't give credit to some of the communities that came before us. You know, they didn't get it right. They didn't get perfect ultimately, but to discard the accomplishments of, even a group such as that, as the People's Temple, would be a mistake. I mean, they accomplished a great deal in their time.
Yeah. Also, community is great. Misha the gym. You've got like the other callers that call in frequently. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna name everybody, of course, but it's just you got a cool little thing going on, and like it's nice to be part of it.
Namaste, Logan. Well, I got to tell you, I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you feel positively and you feel warmly about it, because you've done a charming thing yourself, and ingratiating yourself to myself and the community here. So listen. As much as I would love to kind of just whack each other off, because it feels good, I would love to just get down to brass tacks on the 4 tenets. Now, Logan, let's just jump into that first one, right? I've been working with people for years, and at some point, even some of the people I've been working with for 5 to 10 years, we always end up having to return back to relax because it's so powerful and because it's so counterintuitive. The propaganda out there about how to relax is so thick and so disgusting that it can take an entire lifetime to work our way through. So I want to ask you a question. What do you do in your life to relax? I'm going to listen, and then I'm going to give you some exercises to kind of evolve this for you to change your life.
Heard. Hearing you stutter again is so nice. I missed the and so much, dude. You were silent. You were looking at the camera. You were like, all right. That was fun. So what I recently joined, a big discovery in my life, is a puzzle Discord. So you can do online puzzles with friends. It's called jiggle.fun. I'm not trying to plug, but you can go to this website and you can actually link it, and you do puzzles with friends online. And I've been having a great time. It's been very relaxing. And honestly, it made me just do a heckin' smile, you know. It makes you feel like I'm smiling right now. I'm doing a puzzle right now, actually, Guru. You know, it's so nice. It's a cat. It's a really cute cat. I'm not going to show you because I'm not going to dox the image, but like it's just a cute little cat. And we're doing a puzzle together, and it's nice, you know.
I love that. I love hearing about that. Now and you know, I want to smile and I want to keep smiling, because when you talk to me about how much you're smiling and how much joy this gives you, that it inspires an amount of joy in me. But then something else kicks in. You know, something else kicks in, and I think about your joy, and I think about your smiling, and I think about the fun that you have playing this Jiggle.fun game, and I am filled with such a voracious disappointment and an anger and resentment.
Okay.
When I think about you moving little pieces around the screen and smiling at a little cat and things like this, it gives a smile to my face, but more profoundly, my heart frowns, it weeps, it rages. I want to do violent things when I hear about it.
Courage, Chef. Speak on that.
It's upsetting. Is it upsetting because you're happy? No. Things that are good, as I always say. But listen to me when I tell you that this idea of relaxation is for perverts. And it's not your fault necessarily. It's not your fault necessarily, but you know, I'm telling you, the path to the next level that we speak about, it is thwarted most commonly. This is the most common thwarting of unlocking and unleashing your power. And Logan, I believe that you are powerful. I genuinely believe that in my heart of hearts. I believe that you have a power inside of you waiting to be unlocked.
I got animal facts. That's about it. I like doing puzzles.
No.
There's something going on.
That's you right now. That's you right now. There's another Logan.
Mm-hmm.
There's another Logan. Maybe that Logan still likes animal facts. Maybe that other Logan has time for puzzles. But I'm going to give you a little bit of advice that I gave to the weed smoker, Elon's waifu, that called up Mick P. Pants. The program works. Embrace your deepest failure and ascend to the nothing you have yet to become. Namaste. Mick P. Pants, you are jumping ahead, but I appreciate the sentiment. And that was beautiful, the way you said that. I couldn't say it better myself. Now, okay, so Logan.
Yeah.
Elon's waifu called in a little bit ago, and you know they smoke weed to feel good, and I love that. You know, and similar to drugs, I think these little games can be very useful. But if I was going to put you into the training grounds for the you that is waiting to be unleashed, screaming to be unleashed inside of you, do you know where to find that octagon? Do you know where to find that UFC ring for training?
You gotta tell me, Leslie.
The moment in which you find yourself wanting to play the game before you play the puzzle.fun. That moment of listlessness. It might be so brief, so fast, so silent that you hardly even notice it. But that moment, that is your octagon. That is when you relax in a Leslie
Guru,
sense.
can I allow a retort?
Please.
All right. So, again, you play with friends, and it could be upwards of 20 plus friends. So you could be like in like a conglomerate of puzzle lovers. And you know what you can do in this game? You can also play songs. And I've got like at least 4 or 5 like songs I've added to like a personal playlist of mine. Just listen to these strangers who like doing puzzle songs. And I think it's a great form. It's open ground. It's definitely a meeting place of sorts that is lost upon the modern, generation. What do? Go to a coffee shop and like listen to their goddamn Spotify radio? Or I can play this puzzle game and get like 5 banger songs in a row. I'm like, wow, these guys fuck, like it's awesome. I don't know. It's cool. It's fun. But I see what you're saying. And now I want to.
So what's the retort? What's the retort?
The retort is, what would you say I should do other than the puzzles to achieve this sort of euphoria, sort of togetherness, sort of like, what I'm currently experiencing. What else do you think I should do?
I think, well, no, I don't think you should stop playing that because it feels good to play it. But what I'm telling you is I'm giving you sort of a direction, a place to take, a direction in which to take a first step. Okay?
Okay.
A direction in which to take a first step. Because the fun, the joy, the togetherness, these are things we'll discuss in the coming months. But to begin to even access, to even know the extent of power waiting inside of you to be unleashed, you that moment right before you play the game, the moment of listlessness, the moment of wow, a playlist could be really jolly right now, or wow, I wish I could be with some friends. Wouldn't that feel like just G. Willikers fun? That kind of like that moment. Don't do it for just 5 seconds. Count to 5. And allow to feel the depth, the breadth of the space inside of you. Brother, listen. I know what you're doing feels good. And you in some way you're helping yourself. But like watching somebody shoot up heroin, what I see is a broken man. I see somebody screaming, "Help me, please help me. Give me something to fix this, fill the hole inside of me." And this program is going to transform your relationship with that, okay? You keep playing the game, but you give yourself 5 to 10 seconds before you open it up, okay?
Giving you frog facts, I've given you turtle facts, tortoise facts, bird facts, snake facts, and litter facts. And you know what? That's okay. It made me feel whole. And I thank you for the subathon.
No,
I thank you for the voice.
It doesn't make you whole. But we'll get into it next time.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night, Leslie.
See, there he is. We started to hear him. Namaste, Logan. I'll get you your winnings, okay?
Yeah, add me is back, by the way. It's Logan the Brogan.
Namaste.
Namaste, bye-bye.
You heard him. You heard him right at the end, ladies and gentlemen. You heard the real Logan the Brogan right at the end. That all right, that begrudging misery. Namaste, the program works. There are 2 important stages of your life. Before you found the program and after you found the program. Namaste. Thank you so much. Can't thank you enough. Namaste. Thank you so much, Doofus. Wow. Wow. Thank you. See, look Logan the Brogan's growling. Look it. Do you see it? Now you tell me, chat, what's more powerful? A growl, or the joy and togetherness that I feel when I play my silly little game with a cat is just really, G. Willikers makes my day. What feels more powerful? That's what I'm saying. Logan, we are hard at work. It is screaming to be let out. It's literally growling. Namaste. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Doofus. Good to see you, by the way. Doofus Dusseldorf. And he's been a part of the program since before the stream, before the podcast. He was there at the live seminars back in the day. Yeah, I started on the live seminar circuit, believe it or not. I'm not going to do it right now, but I love the energy. See, all caps? You see him? Do you see him, chat? Do you see him? Right now, he's growling. He's all caps. He's pissed off at me. Yes, Logan. What are you pissed off about? I'm not doing it fast enough, right? How does that feel? How does it feel not to have somebody respond to your request so fast? Namaste. Mother Nipple Bottom with the communal vision. I'm sure this is going to be very enriching. Can't wait to get into it. It's a mystery, right? It's a mystery how old I am. How old do you think I am? Communal vision, Mother Nipple Bottom. Will there be any nudity at the commune or everyone in turtlenecks? That's a good question. I suppose we could rotate it. We could get a schedule going. We have turtleneck hours, nudity hours. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. The new, like, when people, it's not gonna be like the '70s. They were doing all this coke and stuff. Everybody looked fucking, a lot tighter. They were eating a lot less wood chips in their food, so their bodies were just like kind of more normal, to say. Our community is not going to be like that. It's not going to be like that. It's largely going to be people that spend most of their time online, and their bodies don't look that great. So nudity will be expressive, and it will push us and allow us to be more sensual and sexual, because we'll be in touch with that perverse, sort of disgusting, hideous nature of it. All right, caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up, I can call you tonight?
Alex.
Alex, welcome back to the program. How you doing?
Excellent, and miserable.
Miserable. All right, talk to me about that. Why are you miserable?
Well, there's this damn fountain that I have, and it's made of plastic, and it keeps trying to make me relax, and so I don't know. I think it's trying to hurt me.
It is.
You know.
So talk to me. Where are you? Where's there a fountain?
I'm on my back deck outside the house.
Okay. Well, listen. You gotta. This is a serious situation. First of all, I understand. I hear you. It makes sense that you are miserable right now.
Yeah.
You're right. All right. Let me do, because I would imagine there's not a lot of people around you that can what we call mirroring this experience for you.
No.
Right.
No.
Right. So listen, you're right. But next we have to do something about it. Okay, Alex?
Okay.
We're going to do something about it. Now, quick. What's something you can do about it right now that would solve this problem? This fountain's got to go.
I don't know. It's just they say that the water's like 2, 3, 4, 5 billion years old, and I just look at it and it's I don't know. It seems like I'm not. The water's a lie, I think, but I don't know what I can do about it. I don't know. People in chat were saying it's piss, and so that was making me pissed off too. I wanted to just mention that quick. Some like frame worm or something person.
Sure, yeah.
Said the dog bit my dick when I was peeing. And then I called in again, and then they said it again, and so. But I don't know what I can do, because it is making me kind of like pleasantly existentially like miserable. So, but I could throw it off of a cliff somewhere or something, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds good. Do you have a cliff nearby?
No, I'd have to go for a drive.
Well, at least go back inside your house or go to the front of your house or something. You got to put some distance between you and the fountain first, okay?
Put some distance between me and the fountain. Put some distance between me and the fountain. Some distance between. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm leaving. I'm walking away from the fountain right now.
Gorgeous. Well, that's gonna help a lot. I think you did the right thing.
Fountain. So relaxing, Guru. Hello?
What was that?
Oh, I just said this damn fountain is so relaxing. All right, I moved about 10 feet away.
Okay, good. Now, that was a perfect example. Guys, so chat, let's go over what just happened. He called. He was in a state of distress, of despair. And while this can be, I can guide someone through this experience in the immediacy of being faced with a fountain and really feeling that's a gift in and of itself, but we got to take our time with it, okay? So Alex, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to go back to the fountain and I want you to tell me about your misery in a little more detail, okay?
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and walk back towards it and tell me when you're there.
Oh, God, okay. Oh, it's so relaxing already.
Okay, so you're by the fountain.
Yep, I'm here right next to it.
All right, now let's be silent for about 20 seconds, and then I want you to tell me some thoughts and feelings that are going through your mind.
Well, no, I don't know. It sounds like I just kind of went blank there for a second. I had like no thoughts. I don't know, like a stupid river or something.
Okay, this is called dissociation.
Okay.
It's so painful and overwhelming that you are distanced from your own experience. This is a sign of, as a therapist, this is something I look for. This is a sign of a profound trauma. Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just keeps going in circles. The water goes inside of it, and then comes out of it, and then inside of it, and then outside of it.
And then, what else? How does that make you feel? Well, use some emotion words.
Happy. Makes me happy and scared.
Okay, keep going.
Makes me I don't know. It's not a whole lot. Yeah, just kind of happy and scared and maybe a little bit intrigued. It's kind of like a overwhelming. So there's a lot going on. I don't know. A little turned on a little bit, to be honest.
I heard that in your voice. I heard like an arousal.
Yeah. I don't know if that's normal.
Are you physically aroused?
No, but just like there's something like my heartbeat it's increasing the closer I get to it.
It's still, but still soft downstairs.
Yeah. Well, it might be. I think I could maybe work with that. I don't know what I'm going to do though. It's a plastic thing. I don't know.
Listen, I'm gonna listen. We've gotten ourselves to a perfect moment for just a kind of launch for you. All right, you go and explore. Literally explore that plastic thing, whatever that is, and give us a call back a little bit later and let us know how it goes. Okay?
Okay. All right. I'll do that. Thank you, Guru.
Of course. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, beautiful. Well, guys, it's time for me to take my pee-pee break. It is time for me to take my pee-pee break. Namaste to all of you. Blessings and namaste. To everybody, all the Raiders especially, to everybody that's hanging out, sticking around for the most effective personal power program in the country. Guys, we are just getting started. It is the midpoint of the stream. I'm going to take a pee-pee break, and we're going to show a little bit about my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Where I share my most intimate, sensitive thoughts, my inner circle, the podcast, et cetera, guys. If you just for a couple dollars a month, you can get a piece of the program to take with you tonight. But guys, I'll pee. You guys sit tight. I'll be right back with the second half of the Explorations with Leslie Tanner, where we are exploring the 4 tenets, the most basic tenets of the program. Namaste to each of you, and I will be back momentarily.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched Explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of Explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on Patreon.com, where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials not available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. After he admired her picture for a moment, he pulled the sign out of the ground and walked back to the pile of dead dog he was messing around with. On the trek back to someone's rotting baby boy. He kept wondering if Jan had bought that jewelry in her picture on QVC, and that he should remember to look for gifts on QVC when he started getting anxious about gifts for people. It's so downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste, everyone. Namaste, everybody. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. That was a couple words about my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Again, and listen, that's not for everybody. I'll be real honest with you. Might be some people in the chat right now saying like, oh, you want us to pay? Well, not all of us have $1 million money bags. Yeah, no shit, don't. If you can't afford it, don't do it. And your life will be worse because of it. Now, if you're looking for somebody to acknowledge this and to tell you that it's going to be okay, no, I'm not going to do that. You know that it's not going to be okay. Unless you can make more money and be more successful, then your life will be worse than other people's lives, period. You know that, I know that. You know that, I know that. And this is just another one of those situations. Oh, yeah, stop making me try to pay money. I don't have any money. Everyone's trying to... Yeah, listen, I hear you. I 100% hear you. I hear you in a way that very few people are going to acknowledge that they hear you. I understand that you are poor and being poor is bad. And if you want to get into the weeds of it within the program, this is actually a tremendous gift. However, in the meantime, does it just suck? Does it just mean you're going to suffer? Does it mean the quality of your life is going to be lower and worse in general? Yes, absolutely. Namaste. Namaste to you. I love them. Yeah, I love my pores. Audio is ahead of the video. Let me double check it. Because the video was off as fuck. I don't even know why. Reset, Pawnscum, refresh your browser. Yeah? Yeah, refresh your browser and let me know. Should be good. Okay, good. Right on. Thank you, Brizzle. Namaste to you. Yeah, so everybody, welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Tonight we're getting into the 4 tenets. We're getting back to basics. I've been kind of holding some callers' hands through the tenets of explorations, getting back down to what makes this program work, and let's make it work for you. And we're going to continue to do that tonight as we explore the 4 tenets. Now, again, I've had some fun talking about, quick guided meditation. Namaste. I love doing these. Illuminate a path for Michaela to escape her parents' moral control. I'm a little baby, and it feels good. I'm a little baby, and it feels good to be a baby. A lot of people tell me all the good stuff about growing up, if I were to grow up. But they don't understand that it actually feels really good, in many ways, to be a little baby. Sometimes I get so mad at people for not understanding. Maybe being a little baby for them and their wives wasn't good. Maybe they have parents that meet them that were mean to them. But my parents, they give me clothes, they give me food. Being a little baby can be really fun. Namaste. G Money Milo, Explorer Limo Driver. 2 months using the program has changed my life for the better. Thank you, Guru. Namaste, G Money Milo. 2 months. Brother, it's great to have you. It is absolutely wonderful to have you. Thank you so much for that subscription. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Can't thank you enough. Cannot thank you enough. Exactly. You're going to die before me. That's possible. That's possible. If you can be protected from the stresses of, living on your own and having a grocery shop, and other such things, it's very possible. When we become the world's first Protestant nun, what would that be? The world's first Protestant nun. I'm really trying to imagine what that would even look like. It's a fun exercise. So a nun, symbolizes some really, really gets really down to brass tacks of certain ideas of women in the Catholic Church, right? Of obedience, of service, chastity, relative poverty, a little outfit. And if we take those ideas from the Enlightenment of what women should be, which is basically just flattened femininity, right? Flattened masculinity, flattened femininity. This is boring to me. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. We're talking about the 4 tenets tonight. Give me a call, guys. A Protestant nun or the Unabomber? See, I believe you. I believe you, Michaela. I believe that this is that these extremes are inside of you. I know we're joking around right now, but you and I know how true it is. What you're saying, how exact and revealing that truth is. Namaste to you. Once again, proving to be becoming one of the more powerful explorers here at Explorations. Listen, yeah, right. Minus the bomb part. We get it. We get it, Michaela. Don't worry. Oh, yeah. Mine is, yeah. Yeah, maybe a Protestant nun. Yeah, it's just boring to think about. It seems like it would be a funny thing to think about, right? It seems like because it's funny to make fun of Protestants. You know, I think I see a lot of Protestant ideas percolating under a lot of what makes things so difficult and miserable. I like to blame Protestants. I'm going to be honest with you. I like to blame Protestantism. But I'm trying to think of a Protestant nun, and it's so boring to think about. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
You can call me Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini. Namaste and welcome back to the program, brother. How are you tonight?
I'm doing all right. How are you, Guru?
I'm doing well. I'm having a good night. We're having a nice, tight, focused night. The chat is focused, and I'm enjoying my time with them.
Wonderful.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm enjoying it. It's good to have you back. I'm just happy to have kind of a good old back to the basics, you know, just down to the brass tacks of the program.
I know.
Kind of show.
It feels good, right? It feels good just opening up the lines, getting to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And just getting a new caller, you know, that was pretty nice too. But
yeah, that was nice. It was nice to like really struggle with Logan.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It was I've been having fun. Yeah, it's a fun night tonight. I mean, it's like a not as yeah. So let's
Oh, Geoff Kings raided you?
The Geoff Kings did. They came in here. They swarmed in here. They brought their little hive here. What a fun group of people they proved to be. Active.
Absolutely.
They're talkative. They're a talkative bunch. You know what I mean? You get raided by the Go-Off Kings because they just chat. They can't stop.
You would say their chat honestly goes off in a way, right?
Really, truly, the Go-Off Kings are there because their chat has the switch off, or maybe they're just being polite. Because that's some streams will do that. They'll say like, "Hey, don't bomb this guy's shit," and then be quiet. Is anybody left from the Go-Off Kings raid that could enlighten us?
They love to go off and chat, and they're predominantly male because it's Twitch. So they're the
Is that the vibe? Talk to me, yeah. Because I've popped in there, and I lurk for a while. I don't have like the attention span or the like desire to hang out in a lot of chats very often. So
you're busy with the program.
I'm busy with the program. I've never watched a VOD in my life. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, it's stale. I think Larry Picklejar said it best. It's like drinking a cup of sour milk. You know, just it's only good in the moment.
It's only good in the moment. That's a good way. That's a good way to say that. That's a good. Okay, I see people talking about JD Vance. Okay, nobody's answering the question. I think all the Go-Off Kings chat is gone, or maybe they really are quiet. Yeah. Okay, either way, Pepperoncini, it's good to have you. Listen, you never call for no reason, you know?
You say that, and tonight I said, you know, I saw the line was bare, but I was hoping, just getting back to the basics, guiding me, just me being an empty vessel and letting you lead the way with our conversation.
Oh, wow. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, let's just kind of let Jesus take the wheel between us. yeah, I'm gonna return back to the Go Off Kings then. I'm starting to read chat in their voices, the program. Yeah, okay, so nobody's really saying, okay. So the Go Off Kings are gone. Yeah, listen, I've been working on the program, been working on stuff. It feels, burdensome, but that's the way it goes, and as any work. Does your work feel like a burden?
Yeah, in a way it does, because I have a level of responsibility that requires me to care about what other people, how they feel about their job. And I kind of like don't really care. I mean, I care. I want people to be happy, but I just like, we're all in the same shitty boat of like having to have a job. And I think we should just respect that in a way. We had some stuff happen at work where some people were furloughed. And a lot of people were expressing concern about the communication around it, and they didn't get a chance to say anything to the folks before they got furloughed or anything like that. And I'm just thinking like, this problem is so trivial. It's just ultimately you didn't get furloughed and you're making a ton of money. Just like shut the fuck up, please. I don't have to care about this. So that is the burden I feel like, because I have to like really kind of like, okay, well, how can I make it better for them? Because if they're in a bad mood, then they don't program as well and they're distracted and they're not as productive. So it's like, I can't not give a shit about it, which is unfortunate.
But yeah, so you just have to give them some like degree of emotional non-answers for like a couple times in a row until they just kind of chill out.
It's like, I think the thing that I came to the determination of after, because I went to this meeting today where is the meeting where I hear a lot of that feedback come in from our people who are peer coaches who are like talking to other people in the company. And it really lets me know the sentiment of like a lot of how folks are feeling and what the conversation is about. And it was about this furlough stuff. And just I had to, what I found frustrating was that they are armed with the knowledge to know that these furloughs were a possibility, but they couldn't put two and two together. So I had to like hear them out and explain it to them in a way because they're very myopic. So it's just annoying because it's like, it didn't take me much to just think more holistically about something. This sounds so boring and stupid. I apologize, but I just have to tend to your feelings and like, just, you have to communicate in such a precise way or otherwise people are just going to cry.
I mean, this might sound detailed and weedsy to the chat right now. Like, somebody might in chat be like, hey, wait, I thought we were doing a personal power program. I thought, wait a second. I thought I was getting tools to transform my life. What does this got to do with it? Well, yeah, sit tight. Let's talk exactly about that. What does this have to do with anyone in chat transforming their life? So, ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't that long ago tonight that we were speaking to a new explorer about the joy that they felt doing some sort of like kind of mundane thing, right? Like they were using essentially, and I'll jump ahead. I don't know if this is going to make any sense to that explorer should they hear it, but they were using this idea of joy from this menial thing as a defense against reality, which in here at Explorations is a defense against your true power. Now, when we say relax, that should feel bad, what we mean is exactly this. And if I asked Sheen, if Pepper and Sheeny gave me some bullshit about, oh yeah, I like my job, all things being equal. I think, it allows me to maintain a certain quality of life for me and my family, and I'm really grateful for that. I've been through some hard stuff, and I've seen how life can be, and I'm just ultimately, I just feel really good about what my job is and the service that I provide. No, he didn't fucking say anything that sounded like that. He said, I don't like it. I don't like it. It is menial. I have to talk to adults like they're children. I think the emotional butt wiping that I have to do is I'm resentful for it to some extent. Does it sound accurate? Pepperoncini?
Yes, and it's crazy because now I've gotten used to a certain quality of life, and now I feel like these people in a way, right? I'm complaining, and so. But the thing is, I'm paying you through the Personal Power Program for you to hear my complaints and really to help me, rationalize what I need to rationalize to be able to get past this or not. But these people aren't paying me, so they should. My coworkers should pay me to listen to their problems. Maybe is a good solution as well.
Well, but they're also not trying to get you to the next level like I am.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. I pay, I am putting the money into this program to get that from you because it ain't cheap. It ain't cheap to get this. There's some free tools out there, folks, but that's step one.
That's step one. This is basic stuff. Now, what we're talking about is that true unlocking of the power, a power that you can. There's a version of yourself that, and you're much. I would say you're much closer to this level than a lot of people. But there's a version of yourself, ladies and gentlemen, that you are so afraid of, that you are terrified of. You can barely whisper aloud, even to yourself, by yourself, the reality of this version of yourself waiting to come out. And here we are talking to Cheen, and he's doing the basics of relax very well, relaxing into the fact that he doesn't like his job. He resents the people he has to work with. He resents the role that he plays and the pointlessness of it. Now, this is a very good example. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud.
Thank you. And
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for not being positive, essentially.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's such a good point. My job is ultimately pointless. There is nothing I'm making that needs to exist. These are all business solutions for people who want to do more business and to make more business things. There's no ultimate necessary value to them. Slight, maybe convenience, but it pays well. But part of it is I have to suffer through just knowing that none of this stuff is transformative in any way.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Barely even maintaining a status quo. It's just like a cloud. It's like a cloud passing in the sky.
Yeah. And there's just, and it just like, especially in the field I'm in, things just degrade over time.
Oh, yeah.
Like this idea of bit rot, where it's just like even software crumbles and you have to maintain it, and it's just a slog. You don't care about it anymore. It's old, and you have to update little packages, and it's
and the VC money that pushes it along is they're always is whorish. They're always searching for a new thing, as all market money goes.
Oh yeah.
So it's just
that's right, and they're tighter now too. So you don't even people are, the bennies are tightening up. The being able to slip by doing nothing is a bit harder because the market's tighter. So I do wish the VCs come back and just open their spigot. At least let me work at a company that has unlimited PTO and they don't mind if I take 2 weeks of every month because it is technically unlimited. That's what we need.
That's true, and that's the contract you signed. Well, and the resentment around this, I think, is what makes you such a strong explorer. I think the resentment that you keep intact. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we spoke to a couple new explorers earlier tonight, and I think this is a point that you could really listen up on. Don't give up your resentment. Keep your resentment. Never let it go. Don't let anyone, and especially, don't let anyone take it from you. Now, in many a modern workplace, to use this as an example, Pepperoncini, in many a modern workplace, there are, there's teams of people designed, trained, to do exactly this, to recontextualize your resentment, leaving you with an empty shell with a soft penis. And this is their job, is to castrate you, to cut off your fuel line, to make you confused about, the power that, to make it so confusing to you that you can hardly even dream about this powerful version of yourself. Ladies and gentlemen,
absolutely.
you gotta protect your resentment, not just feel it. You gotta protect it these days. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah, this is a crucial lesson. Now, I forgot what we were saying.
Well, I think what it makes me think about is I take that resentment and let it ossify in me, right? Like become a bone that I carry forever. That is releasing, like, it's a fuel line too. It's like fueled on cortisol or whatever that shit that's the bad one.
Yeah.
That you don't want to release.
One,
yeah, but no, that's your fuel. You let it burn until that ossified resentment it was a burning red coal, and just over time that fuel depletes from it until it just hardens in you. And I think that's what you should use your resentment for. And then you have a Bezor that you could put in your stomach, and that can help you like digest food like a bird better. So kind of just like an upside possibly.
I love that. Quick affirmation for fellas. You should get a bowl. Bring the bowl cut back. 1 second, I gotta affirm fellas one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you get a bowl cut in the next week, you're going to get a lot of pushback. Just know that you are ahead of the curve. In 6 months, a bunch of French losers will have bowl cuts, and you'll look like a goddamn Jesus Christ walking on water. Dust Poopin', thank you so much for the bits. Can't wait to see this quote that comes up. We got a quote coming up.
I wish I could fondle the fresh produce all day without violating some implied silent rule. I know several other men who agree with me.
Namaste. Now, Cheen, listen, this has been a beautiful call. I want to thank you for being, honestly, you started off spontaneously, empty, allowed yourself to be a vessel for tonight, and I really appreciate that. That was a beautiful gift that you gave us all tonight.
Thank you so much, Guru, for giving us the space to, practice the tenets. I do feel like relax was absolutely heightened here. One thing I'll say before I go is, the page boy haircut specifically, I think that should come back. The Heaven's Gate loved the androgynous haircuts. And I think if everyone just had that kind of like page boy, and not only fellas, right? For the theys, for the women, let's all get it. Namaste.
Namaste. Quick communal vision from Phil Z. You're going to get a pushback. That's what my wife says when I get randy. Namaste to you, Phil. Appreciate that. Exactly. See, look at Weird Phil. Or Weird Paul. Look at Weird Paul. Looking beautiful. Looking beautiful with that bowl cut. Beautiful. See? Weird Paul looks good. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
Leslie, is that you?
It's me, Leslie. Yes. Who am I speaking to?
This is Julian with Master Race Frankenstein Radio.
This is Julian with Master Race Frankenstein Radio. It's great to speak to you, Julian. How are you tonight?
Likewise. Hey, welcome to Master Race Frankenstein Radio, my friend.
Absolutely. Well, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner.
This is so weird. There's a delay. I'm on the TV. Hey, honey, I'm on the TV. Hey, what's going on, Leslie? I'm so confused.
What are you confused by?
Oh, man, there's latency, I guess.
Oh, I think it's, I don't know. There's, I'm not really sure why. You're
Well,
getting
what are
my
we
direct
talking
mic.
about,
I'm not running
Leslie?
it through anything.
It's been so long since I've talked to you. I'm not even paying attention to the title of the video. What are we talking about, brother? I'm just so happy to speak to you.
Julian, we're talking about the 4 tenets of explorations. We're getting back to basics as far as what makes this personal power program so effective for so many people, Julian. Now, tell me, you've been with the program for a little bit now, Julian. Talk to me about your experience with the 4 tenets. What tenet at first, when you were just getting started, what tenet of explorations really spoke to you right away?
Oh, dude, it was the manna. Whenever I ate the manna, I became curious. I was more curiouser, and the manna really unlocked it all for me, and that was it.
Man, I'm not really sure what you're referring to. The manna,
God sent the manna from heaven, and I ate it, and then I started to understand, and then I had the truth, and then I had the truth. Leslie, isn't this? Are we talking about the same program?
I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I did have a manna program back in the day. There were people sent me installment payments, and I would give little bits of bread. Is that what you're referring to?
Now, you remind me a bit of Eamon Hillman. You ever heard of that guy?
Who say that name one more time?
Eamon Hillman.
That does sound familiar. Speak to me about Eamon Hillman.
You were talking about how you used to sell manna. Well, Eamon Hillman, he did this thing where he would preach the gospel of Jesus Christ to hungry people, and then he would feed them as long as they listened to his sermon.
Real quick, Phil Z, Communal Vision. Phil Z says, this is bullshit. This is not a tenet.
Well, I'm just saying, you're like Eamon Hillman.
Well, I'll have to reorient myself with Eamon Hillman after tonight's exploration. Well, let me reintroduce you to the 4 tenets that I was referring to at the beginning, there, Julian.
Thank you.
This entire program, this personal power program of explorations, is built on 4 basic tenets, universal tenets, by which people, all over the world have transformed their lives, as you are aware. Namaste to Beaky Mini. Namaste to you. Welcome, welcome on in. Now, the first one is relax. Now we must relax before we do anything. And here at Explorations, that means it feels bad. If it feels bad, then you're relaxing. If it feels good, then you're just simply not relaxing. And to put it simply. Now, real quick, react to that for me. Now that I've told you, reminded you of the first tenet, Julian, tell me about that. Tell me about your experience with it.
So if you are relaxing, it feels bad, and if you're not relaxing, it feels good. Am I understanding that?
Yeah, but you're in the ballpark. Phil Z74 says, I'll have to have sex with a Chinese AI robot, says Phil Z74.
So if you're relaxing, that's supposed to bring relief, right? Which would feel good. So I don't agree with that, Leslie.
Well, it doesn't matter whether you agree with it or not, Julian. This is the tenet of the program.
Well, I'm inviting you to make sense of it.
Well, Julian, we've talked before. We've known each other for how long?
I don't know, a month.
A month, and somehow the tenet's really just not, the first tenet of the program's not landed. Okay, so listen, how about this?
Well, you never taught me. I came on and I told you my brother died and it was all very heavy, and you started talking about God, and you told me to come tell you more about God at another time. And, I wasn't going to force that upon you tonight.
Yeah. I see. I got you, Julian. I got you. No,
but I agree
remember.
with relaxing can be really hard. Leslie, it can be really hard, and it doesn't feel good, but eventually it does, right? Don't you get peace from relaxing and relief?
Just pooping, 200 bits. Namaste to you. We got a communal vision from Dust Poopin saying, relief is another word for having a pee. Yeah, well, that's kind of not really what I'm getting at. Well, listen, not to throw a wrench in the gutty works here, but I have been launched onto a Jazz Express. Namaste to you. I'm going to put you on hold just for a moment, okay, Julian?
Okay, have fun.
Namaste. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are exploring the universe, exploring the four tenets, speaking to Julian, getting a little bit of pushback. I already am as excited as can be to get back on that call and really spell it out, really make useful that first tenet of our program here. But first, let's get the body involved. Huh? Let's get a little bit of sensuality involved. Namaste. Phil Z74, I'm gay for Craig. Also, Tony G with a single bit. G Money Milo, this guy needs to just relax. Thank you so much, G Money Milo, for those bits and for that beautiful little statement. Phil Z74, each man is a god with a rod. Grow it or show it, says Phil Z74, saying it's really encouraging men to really express their penis. Grow it and or show it. Namaste. Namaste. Apricot, blessings, namaste to you. Welcome to the most effective personal power program in the country. Namaste to you. Phil Z74, I want to be Winter's. I want to be his winter body when he kills me and lives inside me. So kind of like a big animal, like a big fucking fat animal that you maybe were in the tundra. Like, you know, we could slice you open, I could live inside you, providing that warmth, providing that sustenance, sacrificing everything for me. Namaste to you, Phil. Oh Lord, I can't wait. Nice, soft sensuality. You know, sometimes we think about making love. Well, can we speak about making love for a moment, ladies and gentlemen? Put away the jokes. Let's put away the program for a second, right? And let's just talk to two human beings, you and me. Let's talk about making love. Right? We both got bodies. What exactly makes these bodies work? What makes that moon go round this little blue marble of ours? What makes a clock go tick-tock, tick-tock? Ladies and gentlemen, should anyone ever give you an answer to these questions? Should anyone ever approach you with a quote-unquote answer to these questions, ladies and gentlemen, be ready to meet violence with violence. That's all I'm going to say. An answer at the most sensually intimate moments. For someone to provide an answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, be ready to meet violence with violence, because they are about to destroy something. The academics who try to dispel and reduce our attraction to breasts, animals, violence, akin to a mass shooting, to a terrorist attack. These philosophers who try to obscure the lines of power and love me, as if the two could possibly be unbraided. Ladies and gentlemen, they might as well be building camps for us to all live in. They might as well be giving us little outfits with little symbols on them. You know where I'm going. Level of violence that these academics perpetrate on our world, on our sensuality, cannot be overstated. Rewardian gifting 10 subs, namaste to you. Blessings and namaste to Rewardian tonight. Yes, yes indeed, Rewardian. It is wonderful, wonderful to receive your gift this evening. A very generous, a very extremely generous gift of 10 community subs. Brother, that is beyond what could be reasonably expected. I want you to know how much I cherish that. Blessings and namaste. Train of little humans riding up my butthole like a little weird train butthole. Phil Z74, beautiful. Wow. Phil Z's playing a little bit jazz tonight too. Slide into home base tonight. as we slide into home base tonight with our last little chunk of explorations. I want you to know that we're going to be back tomorrow night. Chromatic Maze, the love train is like a human centipede. You know, tomorrow we're going to be having a mail night. I just want you to know it's going to be a really special night. Really special night getting into mail. Michaela sent in some mail. Onion Plug sent in some mail. Fram sent in some mail. We got a lot of stuff coming in tomorrow. Julian, you still there, brother?
Yeah. Hey, Leslie.
Beautiful. Listen, I had some time to meditate on what you shared right towards the end. I was picking back up on the thread of talking about your dead brother, and then getting into God and whatnot. And I'm remembering a little more clearly now.
Yeah, I had an idea about that. If you would entertain this, I think it might be a potent way to really convey the significance of your program. Will you do a little role playing with me?
Yeah, sure. Why not? This sounds like fun. Yeah, what are we doing?
Let's have some fun, but serious. We've got to be serious though. Okay, this is serious because our souls are a serious thing. So you be Leslie Tanner, I'll be my brother Jared. And here's the setting.
And this is the brother that's deceased, right?
Yeah, so we're gonna role play. Now,
so
and Leslie,
you're dead brother. I'm Leslie Tanner. Okay, got it.
No, I'm alive.
But you're...
Hey, Leslie.
Wait, you're alive, but in real life, this guy is dead.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's alive again. Did he come back to life?
No. I'm doing an impression of him being alive, and then he meets Leslie Tanner.
Oh, okay. So he didn't, in this hypothetical, he didn't die. He's still with us, and he's found the program. He's talking to me, and I'm Leslie.
Yeah, man, Leslie, man, I've just been so down. And I've tried to give myself rest, and I've got no hope. And I've written nasty letters to everybody that I love, and I feel very guilty about it. And I'm just so ridden with guilt, and I'm afraid of everything. And I know that my dad keeps the 45 in the center console, and he doesn't lock his truck. So this morning, I'm going to go and get it. And I'm going to sit down in the bathroom and shoot myself in the chest. But I'm praying to God, Leslie, that this program, it will help me. So please say something to save my life.
I wouldn't do that.
What steps do I need to take?
Yeah, I mean, do you need to take to what? PhilZ74, Leslie has a gross butt. I am Leslie, and my butt is gross. I endorse this message from PhilZ74. Thank you so much, Phil. Now, what was that question? Like, what steps do you take to do what?
Just be saved. I need to get right.
Be saved? Is that what you're trying to do?
I'm just trying to make it through the night, hoping you could change my plans.
Well, I'll tell you this. If you don't go through with it, you're not going to be saved.
I never thought of it that way.
I mean, there's not saving. There's not you listen. I'll tell you this: no one can stop you from doing whatever you're in this hypothetical situation, right? But what I will say is that there's a certain burden to the emotional intensity that you feel right now, right?
Yeah, man. They can't handle it.
Right, exactly. And when you try to tell people, they're a little bit wary and afraid, right?
I'm afraid to tell anybody. You know, I can't. No, because no one cares. My parents just yell at me and they blame me for everything. And it's you can't communicate with these people without them disrespecting me. And I can't handle. I don't got anybody.
I mean, that sounds like shit.
Yeah, man, it sucks. I've been studying to become a successful stockbroker, and you know, I lost all that cash, you know, trading before, but now I know the tricks. But it's just, you know, I thought eating these mushrooms would change my life, but it really didn't. And I'm just alone. I'm so alone, Leslie.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Please help.
Help what exactly?
I've never asked for help before, but I've heard testimonies about your program. Please, what is your program?
Well, this program is a personal power program. This program is designed. G Money Milo says, how would your brother feel if you would go through with your plans?
I don't know. I don't care. He hates me. Everyone hates me.
Everyone hates you.
And I'm just so guilt-ridden that I can't see facing him or anybody else.
Guilt-ridden. Because you talked a lot of shit in these letters?
Hey, I beg your pardon?
Because you talked a lot of shit to everybody in these letters, right?
Yeah, I didn't even write one to him, though. I didn't write one to him.
But I mean, were you right though in the letters? How right were you?
I was right, but I was also I know in my heart that I was wrong, even to say it, even just to let this venom come out. And I know it's better to forgive. I wish that the world would forgive me, but I didn't have it in me to forgive
you for
I feel like I can't
calling
undo
a spade
what
a
I've done.
spade.
I hate spades, Leslie. They always steal from me.
Spades?
Yeah, I used to hang out with them, but.
Well, listen. You're asking for forgiveness for telling it like it is. It sounds like you wrote some pretty poignant letters. You know, people don't like the truth.
Yeah. You know, the truth hurts. But then what if the truth is that I'm wrong, and I should have kept it inside and forgiven them?
I mean, you can both forgive them and tell them like it is. These things aren't mutually exclusive. Listen,
well, you know, it is what it is.
Listen.
And
the despair that you're feeling right now. Listen.
I've washed the bucket that I grew the mushrooms in, and I've made a decision. And I'm just looking for hope if there is any.
No, there's not. But that's not your problem right now.
Thank you.
There's not. You know that there's not on some level, and that's what's part of the reason you're freaking out, right? But listen, I know that. You and I both know that. But listen, this is what I'm going to do for you. Here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner, you called up the creator and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
And part of the reason it's so effective is because it is based on literally experiences that you're telling me about right now. There's a certain truth to your experience right now. And brother, you are closer to unlocking and unleashing a power inside of you. And you can feel it overwhelming you a little bit. The immediacy of the moment, the immediacy of being. This tells me that you have tapped into something that I spend years working with people to get a fraction of.
Yeah, I eat mushrooms.
I mean, that's part of it. That doesn't hurt.
I think it did. I think Joe Rogan ruined my life, to be honest with you. I think
Why?
Joe Rogan is about to kill me.
So Chromatic Mage, definitely keep your feelings inside and allow them to fester and rot. Well, that's a solid strategy. I think we're a little past that, but I think if that's a possibility, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks so much, man.
Oh well, I'm well experienced with that. I did it for many years, and it's culminated in, I have the final solution to all my problems. It's been right in front of me this whole time. Are you still with me?
Yep, I'm still here. Well, listen,
please
good
me.
luck.
Please don't leave me, Leslie. Please don't leave me.
Good luck. Good luck with
Thanks.
you. Now,
Thank
as
you.
far as explorations goes, listen, I can tell you there's a power that's coming out of you that's absolutely unmatched. And I tell you genuinely that what you're pulling on right now is very powerful stuff. Should you choose to sit with it.
I'm a powerful man. I'm a powerful man.
All right. Well, namaste. Good luck.
Thank you.
Weird guy. Weird guy. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Fran.
Hey, Fram. How you doing tonight, Fram? You're going to be our final caller for the evening.
Nice. I like being last.
Yeah, what's up? How are you? How are you, brother?
I'm good. I'm just wandering around in the backyard looking for them raccoons I mentioned a couple weeks ago, and I thought I'd try to get in the last call, yeah.
Namaste. You're looking for the raccoons?
Yeah, but when you look for them, you can never find them. You got to let them find you. So this is kind of a futile. But I mean, that's within the theme of the past month, right? It's growth to nowhere. So I'm doing something completely useless. I'll never see them raccoons.
Do you leave food out for them?
Not on purpose, but that was the start of this relationship. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now they eat like the bird seed out of the bird feeders and shit. I love them, but they also suck.
Yeah. I feel you.
They're trash.
I hear you. No, it's been a while since I see a raccoon like once a year in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since I moved here, it's
one
once a
raccoon
year.
per. That makes sense. They don't do so hot in places with a lot of cars. Even around here, they get hit a lot, which sucks.
Yeah, there's we see. I kind of see them. I see that, and I see coyotes like once a year or so. Sometimes.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, coyotes come through Chicago.
That's crazy. I live in the hills a little bit, so like I see coyotes in the neighborhood as well. So it's crazy that you have.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. I don't really get it.
Yeah.
I think they come.
What happens?
Probably,
why do they choose that direction?
I think they probably come down along the river, is my guess.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. By the water source.
I assume
they're cute, but they're like evil.
Yeah, you think they're evil? You think they're like kind of satanic?
Yeah, I think they're like hellhound-ish. I don't know, like that's a thing from the British Islands, but maybe it's like it's our equivalent. It's the coyotes. They're from hell. Because they don't just like kill and eat shit. They like super fuck it up and like leave body parts and I don't know. They don't do it clean. At least not that I've seen.
The way they kill dogs too is crazy. They'll like act like they're playing.
Yeah.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
The way they like will lure a dog out, they'll like act like they're friends and they're playing, and then all of a sudden they'll just like bum rush them.
Yeah, that happened to my neighbor. She lost her dog, and like somehow the dog will get out into the backyard, and there's coyotes up because she's up like abutting the hill where the forest is. So that dog definitely got eaten the fuck up by coyotes, and that really sucks. But it was a pug, I think, so its life wasn't that great anyway.
Is a pug? Oh yeah. Its whole existence.
Or like a
is
French
kinda
bulldog.
fucked up.
I'm not super good at clocking dog types, but yeah, it was one of the real fucked up stubby ones that we should not have. I don't know.
They're cute. I'll give them that.
They're so cute.
My neighbor's got like these. Got a pair of these like pit bull kind of looking things, but they're like super squat. They're like little hippopotamuses with short little legs.
Little flat dogs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mish, what kind of dog is it? They're fucking cute. I love how cute they are, but they do look tortured in their body.
yeah. It's so awful.
Yeah, like their bodies, they seem like prisons.
Yeah, their bodies are like, I mean, everybody's body is kind of a prison, but like this one is extra, honestly. You know, like it's a prison for prison fans, prison aficionados.
Yeah, it's the exotic bullies. Yeah, genetic nightmares. They're like, yeah, you can only get backyard breeders because they're so fucked. Yeah. That's what it seems like. They seem like kind of like a boutique kind of looking dog.
Yeah, I mean, I would adopt the fuck out of one, like if it was in a shelter or whatever. But like, I don't know about people that. Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah, you spend a bunch of money on these tortured ass dogs. Also, I've heard vets complain about like golden doodles.
What was that?
I've heard vets complain about golden doodles.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I think there is a golden doodle patient at the vet, and I have 4 cats, so I go to the vet kind of a lot. And I've seen that golden doodle like 3 times, which seems like a lot for just random like going to the vet, 2 or 3 times a year.
They're really pretty dogs.
Yeah.
They're like the golden doodles are very pretty dogs. I mean, I am smitten by them.
Yeah, I mean they're already here. Like once you see one, like it's already here. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Like we were just saying, like seeking one out from a breeder is fucked up. But I mean, like I don't know. It's fine to have preferences if you're looking for shelter dogs.
Orc coming in. Last second sub. Explorer obsessed with tweezing weird penis. Hey y'all. Namaste, Orc. Welcome. Come on in. We're just winding down a little bit.
We're just hanging out. We're talking about fucked up dog types that we love.
Yeah, we're talking about fucked up little dogs.
Just fucked up little guys with short legs and respiratory issues.
If you could have any dog, like what's your favorite dog? If you could just get one and not really have to think about conditions or your home or whatever.
This is probably like some stereotypical weeb shit, but I really want like either an Akita or a Shiba Inu. But they're both like working dogs, so they're brats if you don't.
Philzy74, This is intriguing. Have you ever tried to kiss an animal in true love fashion, caller?
No. But if the answer were yes, we could. That's TOS. We can't. You would only ever get a no answer out of that one.
Yeah, it's probably against the rules to say that you're like attracted to dogs so that you.
Yeah. Or at least it will put you on the list that they check extra. There's like few humans they have left. They're looking at everybody that says they want to kiss a dog or fuck an alien.
Camille Vision from Godspeed. Fram, does the dog maybe work there?
Maybe work where? I'm confused.
Idea. The vet?
At the vet? Oh, yeah. No, I don't think dogs can get like the necessary certifications or like sign paperwork. I don't think they have legal standing. I don't think it works there unless it's like an under the table deal.
Yeah. I would. Let's see, chat. What kind of dogs would you get? What kind of if you didn't have to think about the condition, like if your home's big enough or whatever the fuck, anything like that. If you could just get the dog that you wanted to get.
I would like black labs, like a real sleek dog.
Yeah. Phil Z says, "Liar, liar, pants on fire."
What?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, he's talking about the dog kissing. No, he just wants to kiss a dog and he's projecting, and that's fine. That's a good way to express it on Twitch, within the bounds of the terms of service. I mean, in my opinion.
There's chromatic. I'd get a human pup. Snicker Padangle cross. What the hell is that? And Nikita.
Did they say human pup?
A big fluffy mutt. Says not Mish. Okay, so
Big
communal
fluffy
vision
nuts
from
are great.
Orchestar. I got to tell you all about how this Mexican girl I work with, her mom stole her Chihuahua, whose name is Princess, and like we went through all this shit to help her get her back from the mom. We called the cops and shit, and when she finally got her back, she sent us a photo, and it's the ugliest motherfucking dog, y'all.
That's a crazy work environment. They have you like calling the cops for people stealing dogs and shit.
That is an intense job task.
I don't think anybody else, or not many people, will say. I don't want to like speak in absolutes or nothing, but not a lot of people have that experience. I don't think doing that as part of the job.
And then we got she's gonna post Princess in the Discord. Yeah, post Princess in the Discord.
Yeah, please.
Please.
Oh, no. My mom had a Chihuahua that like was very like she would attempt to be intimidating, and if you didn't know the dog and you were scared of tiny dogs that can't do shit, she was very intimidating. But if you just like approach her, she would do the like she would just fall over on her side and wait for you to rub her belly. But until that moment, she was very fierce. But if you even like stepped into her space, she would immediately give up and just hope for pets or like a quick belly wound and execution type thing. We never did that. We didn't kill the dog, like ritualistically or otherwise.
Damn. Well, listen. What's your favorite tenet of the program?
I like. Oh, it's so hard to say between express and question, but I think I said express last time, so I'll say question. I really like questioning the things people say, and asking questions in general, especially like when it makes people kind of mad. That's always a special occasion, or when it makes people excited too. I guess when it elicits emotion. I like to question in order to elicit emotion.
You do. I think, honestly, I do think that's an honest answer from you. You enjoy the question. You enjoy, like, and not just, like, in a two-dimensional way, like a 3D, 4D state of questioning with others. Like, you kind of facilitate a vibe of questioning. No heels, namaste to you. Welcome.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's a very thoughtful way to describe it. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you come in here. Even over the subathon, when you come in here and just kind of kick up a bunch of shit, that's questioning to me. You're just kind of talking shit. You're just roasting everyone for upwards of 25 minutes in a row. I thought that's a spirit of question, in my opinion, as a therapist.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. My therapist, my other therapist, my side therapist, says that that's maybe like a sign of aggression, but I don't really listen to the things that she says. I just
that's disgusting.
Good medicine.
Tell her I said that's disgusting.
Yeah, you haven't actually come up, but I should. I think it's a good time. I've been here for like over a year. I'm sticking with it even past the court order. I don't have to be here anymore.
Right.
Everybody, by the way, I'm at my service hours. Yeah, I think it's time to bring you up with my therapist and maybe just let her understand that she just gives me the medicine, and we don't have a fruitful relationship outside of that.
That's what I'm saying. You got. I mean, I gladly, if you want to just like, I'll pop in on the Zoom if you do like a Zoom thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Just let me know. Just give me like a half an hour. I'll make sure I got all
right.
I'll get in case, I don't know. Sometimes I just kind of lay around, not in my therapist clothes, but I'll put on a therapist shirt and come in there.
Yeah, it's no problem. I'm retarded, so she expects me to not show up when I say I will. So we're flexible here, okay?
Yeah, perfect.
All right, cool. I appreciate this.
Absolutely, yeah.
This was a good talk.
Yeah, this is a great talk. Thank you so much for closing us out, friend. Quick pepper and Cheney communal vision. It's very important to share the guru with your therapist and specifically your infatuations matches.
Yeah, make sure, don't clip it because the clip isn't long enough. You need to go back and like record it through OBS or some shit so that you can show the full.
And you've been terminated. Namaste, Fram. Namaste, Fram. Phil Z closing us out with a very generous termination. Namaste to you, Phil. This guy is smart in the way that it's not smart, says Phil Z74. Fucking kick to the not quite to the balls, but maybe up to the thigh, like you missed or something a little bit. But still, aggressive, and I like it. Namaste to Phil. Blessings and namaste. Guys, beautiful stream tonight. Absolutely beautiful exploration. I put you guys to work. Tomorrow night, we'll be back with another exploration with Leslie Tanner. Brand new theme. Tomorrow, let's say 8 probably. If I have to push it back, I'll push it back, but I'm always shooting for 8 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. Join me tomorrow for a brand new one. We'll do some mail. I minted. No, does anybody fuck with NFTs? Because Explorations is minting now. It's minting NFTs. So more on that tomorrow. Blessings and namaste. Well, let's get a raid. We're gonna raid over to mail night tomorrow. Mail night tomorrow, guys. We're gonna raid. They're doing a group stream over there with some really dear friends of the community. Duncan did it. Applebox, SV, and Sarah G are all throwing down together. I don't know what the hell they're up to, but we are going to go over there and see what's up. Let's see here. They're doing something or another. What are they doing? Don't And no idea what they're doing, but we're gonna throw in. Blessings and namaste to you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We are gonna roll the credits. See you guys tomorrow. Beautiful stream tonight. Good to be back to normal with you. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you to my mods as always. I gotta update this mod thing now. Also, thank you to my community of devoted light. Blessings and namaste to you guys. Could not be possible without you. Thank you. Bet Wars, what's up? Alex. Thanks for hanging out all night. Not Beach, thank you for your relatively hopeful and easygoing attitude tonight. Logan for kicking it still. Blessings and namaste to you. You shut up. You start a program with your fucking name on it, and then you can talk as much as you want. See, that's not the note I wanted to end on. I did not want to end with some sourness. Okay, let's just head over. Let's not give any fuel to that. Namaste. See you tomorrow.